The gentleman on Michael's iPhone, what's your name, please?
Michael Dennis. On behalf of Francisco Avendano.
Oh, so you're an attorney?
Yes.
And it's Michael Dennis?
Correct.
Shania Thomas?
I'm sorry.
I was speaking to Miss Thomas.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not the judge.
Good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes. One second. Sheriff, I love you. I just went on the record, but I do need 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
Very good. All right, let's try it again. Good morning. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving today as your presiding judge. You are in my courtroom for one of 3 reasons only. The first reason is that you are part of our specialty court that meets on Wednesday, or your last name, or you're being processed for specialty court, or your last name begins with the letter A. If you do not fall within one of those categories, please hang up and call the courtroom at area code 313-965-2280. 965-2280. That number will also appear in the chat. Please make sure you call. If you are a defense attorney and you are representing a client on today, please make sure that you check in with the court clerk, Ms. Mack, by calling the office at 313-965-2280. That's applicable to both law enforcement as well as any defense attorneys. We want to make sure that we're processing cases as quickly as possible. If you have any questions on this morning, please make sure that you put them in the chat to the court reporter only, not to the judge. I will not read your chat messages because I will not chat with you like we are friends. All right, you have to chat with the court reporter or the case manager, and they will give you instructions on what needs to be done. With that, I am going to have the court assigned attorneys place your appearance on the record. You may do so at this time. If you could turn on your cameras. All right. There you are. Good morning, Attorney Griffin. If you could place your appearance on the record.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the Mental Specialty Court, P77169.
Thank you, and good morning, Attorney Griffin. And then I have, everybody's bouncing around on my screen, so let's see. I'm going to go to Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, if you could place your appearance on the record on behalf of our specialty court.
Yes, good morning, Judge and everyone. Jordan Curtis, Mental Health Court Case Manager.
All right, good morning, Mr. Curtis. And then I think Mr. Barton, I heard his voice earlier. I believe that he's in the breakout room, starting with the processing of the 8 cases. And so we are in great shape. I'm going to start off. Good morning to you, Ms. Wilson, our court reporter. Good morning in the courtroom to Ms. Mack and Officer Lott. We are ready to start. I do have to place a phone call very quickly to our Wayne County Sheriffs. So if there are any preliminary matters, please make sure you get those on deck for me. I just need about 3 minutes. Thank you so much. Can you mute me, officer?
Mr. Avadano and Mr. Askew, I know you all have attorneys, but I still need to place you in the breakout room. So when the invitation comes, please accept that invitation. And Mr. Dennis, can you please remain on mute, please? Thank you.
Yes. Am I on the Zoom? Oh, okay, here we go.
Mr. Francisco, I put you in the invite room, but you didn't accept.
This is Mr. Allah checking in for court. Mujahid Allah is wondering, can anybody hear me?
Sir. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. How you doing? Good morning, Judge.
No, I'm not the judge.
Okay, well, I'm not able to see, but good morning.
Okay,
How you
right.
doing?
That's what I'm trying to explain. You need to be on another device where we can see your face. We need to see your video. We won't be able to service you on a cell phone.
Okay. Well, is there anyone can make sure that I have court this morning?
And what's your name?
My name and last name is Allah. First name Mujahid, ALLAH.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I need to find a different device.
Please.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm gonna try to find a different device. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Riley?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you new to our program?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you can go back on a mute. Thank you.
Okay.
What kind of case do you have, Mr. Riley?
I have the case. It says proceeding hearing, ticket number SP12111112201 for Garrett K.
For who?
It says Garrett K.
Okay, you're in the wrong courtroom.
All right.
I can give you that number.
All right.
Three 334 0000.
360 said 360
Yes, 33400.
334.
4
All right, thank you.
zeros.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Miss Mack, these need. All right, thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it. I am going to, court is back in session. I am going to start off this morning. Oh. Give me one quick second. Yes, sir.
Oh, and Ms. Wilson, first of all, good morning.
Good morning.
If possible, I was going to get a few of the cases, the A's, to go back and forth to help out, I guess, Attorney Burton.
So you want to go in his breakout room?
No, not his breakout room.
Oh,
My own, if
okay.
possible.
Sure.
It doesn't matter who you give me. And then
Right.
I'm just going so I can bounce back and forth between the court and, just to help move the docket.
Okay, we don't have any now.
Oh, we don't?
Right, not in the courtroom.
I see Devin Allen. I don't know if
She's
Devin
in
Allen.
our specialty court.
Oh, specialty court. Okay. Well, that's fine. So, but if any show up, I don't mind dealing with them in a separate breakout room.
Okay, I will.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ready for real this time. I promise you I am. It's a busy morning. I'm ready for real. All right, I'm ready for real this time, y'all. It's a busy morning and my phone is just blowing up and it's just all good stuff. All right, very good. Let's do it. I am starting off this morning with promotions. And so I'm going to ask everybody to make sure you stay engaged because one day it may be you. And so you would want folks to celebrate you as well. So I am going to start this morning. Is Aaliyah Riggins on with us? Miss Riggins on?
Yes, I am.
Good
Hello.
morning, Miss Riggins.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing well. Already busy? Listen,
Yes.
it's already a busy morning. Look, I'm so glad to see you. You are getting promoted this morning. And so I'm going to read your case number into the record and we'll go from there. I have case number Z8050941. State your full name for me, Ms. Riggins.
Aaliyah Riggins.
All right, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You should be real excited. You're getting promoted today.
Indeed, I am.
All right, how have you been doing with respect to working your program?
All is well. I've done all that's asked of me. I'm staying consistent, so
All right, very good. No issues to report?
no.
All right, have you learned anything since the last time I've seen you?
Yes, I have learned things. I would say, far as like my therapy, I've learned a lot so far. But I don't know. Do I talk about it now? It's kind of personal.
Oh, no, not if it's personal. No,
Okay,
ma'am. No,
yeah.
I'm good with knowing that you have learned something.
Okay.
Okay? All right, unless you have something you've learned in general that you can share with us.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right. You scared me. Thank you for
No.
asking. All right. Mr. Curtis, tell me why you have recommended Ms. Riggins for promotion to phase 2 on today.
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Riggins, she did meet the criteria in order to, be promoted to phase 2 today. No missed drug screens, no positive drug screens, and she's engaged in treatment. And so that is why I would like to promote her on today.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Riggins, there was no objection from anyone on the team. And so at this time, I'd like for everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Ms. Riggins on her promotion to phase 2 on today. Congratulations, Ms. Riggins. Congratulations. All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team?
I don't.
All right, Miss, anything else from any of the other team members? If not,
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that Ms. Riggins, this, I guess the speed that this is going is not necessarily how it always is in the court. And so you should definitely feel proud of the fact that you're moving forward. You are, as Mr. Curtis said, you've been engaged, you're doing everything that's been asked of you. And even more because you told the court that you're learning things also. So you're not just going through, just doing the motions. And so you should feel proud but also realize that we're still here, even things are going well. And if you're having some challenges. So feel free to reach out to any of us because you do have all of us through this process.
Thank you.
all right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Curtis, what's next for Ms. Riggins?
So Ms. Riggins will be returning February 23rd, 2022, and that'll be for a face-to-face at 10:30.
All right. And then her next court date should be the following week. So let's get that court date on the record at this time. What would that take us to, Mr. Curtis?
That'll take us to March 9th, 2022 at 8:30.
Or March 2nd, her next
March
court date,
2nd,
because it'll be
okay.
it'll be a week after. March
Okay.
2nd, 2022, and that would be at 8:35 a.m. All right, so did you get those 2 dates? Mr. Curtis will give you the second date again when he talks with you, but you're gonna meet with Mr. Curtis on February 23rd at 10:30, and then you will see me again on March 2nd at 8:35 a.m. Okay, Ms. Riggins?
Okay. No
All right,
problem.
very good. Congratulations to you. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep up the great work you're doing.
I will. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another promotion that I'm doing on today, and that is for Mr. Joseph Rhea. Mr. Rhea, are you on?
Yep.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm excited.
Well, Mr. Rhea, we are gonna do a promotion today, Mr. Curtis. I just looked at my
Yeah.
note, but it worked out the way it's supposed to. How about that? And so we are going forward with Mr. Rhea. I have your case number at 210-593-4901. Mr. Rhea, how are you doing this? Well, first state your name for me.
Joseph Rhea.
All right, Mr. Rhea, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty well. Excited to get promoted.
You ready to get promoted? Why are you ready to get promoted?
Sorry? Oh,
I said, why are you ready to get promoted?
I just want to keep moving forward and doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes, sir. That's a good reason to want to get promoted. Have you been working your program?
I've been going to therapy and dropping and stuff. So I've been doing
So
that.
that's a yes.
Yep.
All right. That's a yes. Very good. Very good. Are you having any difficulties with anything?
I did have a little bit of I'm still struggling with delusions. My baseline with my schizophrenia is it's manageable, but it does offer some challenges sometimes. So I have been dealing with a lot, but I've been doing well through it for the most part. So that's, I think, a good thing. It's just all about managing what I'm going through mentally.
Yes. And so, Mr. Rhea, I want to applaud you. Mr. Curtis did share that there was a little hiccup that happened, but I want to applaud you for doing what it takes to get back on track. Okay?
Thank you.
And that's what you did. And I'm very, very proud of you. And that's why you are getting promoted on today, because we have hiccups on our life's journeys, right? And so it's how we respond to them, and you responded appropriately. So thank you, Mr. Rhea.
Thanks.
All right, very good. Mr. Curtis, what do you want me to know about Mr. Rhea? He's being promoted on today.
Yes, he is, Your Honor. So Mr. Rhea did meet the criteria to be promoted to phase 2. No missed drug screens, no positive drug screens. He's engaged in treatment. And I'm glad to hear that on last week that he did acknowledge and he is aware of his challenges. And so, Mr. Rhea, we are happy, for you that and we talked about it. I don't want to say too much, but we are happy. Yeah. And so, Your Honor, that is my recommendation that we promote Mr. Rhea.
All right, very good. We presented this in staffing. There were no objections from the team. Let me hear from Attorney Griffin. Is there anything you'd like to add as to Mr. Rhea?
No, just reiterating what Mr. Curtis said, we and what the judges stated, we talked about in staffing. Just very proud to hear about like your own initiatives, like the fact that you've been trying to do what you could to do to move forward, and like I said, that you have bought into the program, and just that we're here and we'll continue to be here for you, and we look forward to you moving forward in the program.
Thank you.
All right. Wonderful. With that, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Rhea on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Rhea. Congratulations. All right. Mr. Curtis, what's next for Mr. Rhea?
Mr. Rhea will be returning February 23rd, 2022 at 10:30 for a face-to-face, and then returning the following week, March 2nd, 2022 at 8:30.
8:35. There we go. All right. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Rhea. Enjoy your day. Make sure you tell your parents I asked about them. And good morning, Mom, and thank you for your support, okay?
Thank you.
All right. All right, very good. Take care, Mr. Rhea. Have a good rest of the week, okay?
You too.
Thank you, I will. All right. Let's keep going. I am ready. My last promotion today is for Dwight Dunn. Is Mr. Dunn on?
Your Honor, he's not on. I've called him a couple of
No, he's
times.
gonna be late for his own promotion. All right, let's do it. I'm going to the jail at this time. I see the jail is on. Good morning at the Wayne County Jail.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm well. Thank you for your patience with us on this morning. And you have Mr. Epps with you on this morning. And so I am going to, there should have been an order. I'll call the case U-456-435-18 for Derek Epps. Mr. Epps, good morning. State your name for me.
Yes. 1 second.
All right. Mr. Epps, can you state your name for me? I didn't hear you if you said it.
Derek Epps.
All right, thank you so much and good morning. All right, Mr. Attorney Griffin, would you like to summarize on the record what's going on with respect to Mr. Epps pursuant to our staffing on yesterday?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that there was a competency exam that was completed for Mr. Epps. It was determined at that point that he was not competent for matters of the misdemeanor charges, and with that understanding, and unlikely to regain competency during the statutory period.
All right. And then Mr. Curtis, yesterday pursuant to staffing with Attorney Bradley Baskin, they will be seeking to file, they have filed an emergency request for guardianship. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And so at this point, what I'm going to do, because hopefully that hearing is going to be this week, it's my understanding from Attorney Bradley Baskin that the hearing will be by Friday. It should be by Friday, February 11th. And so I'm going to bring Mr. Epps back to court and I'll do it on February 16th, 2022. And that will be at 8:35.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else for my consideration from any of the parties?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Epps, hang in there. We'll see you next week, okay? All right. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail.
No problem, Your Honor. You and your staff have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you. All right. I am now ready. Mr. Griffin, has anyone gone into the breakout room with the new intake, Shayna Thomas? I do see that she's on the screen.
Not yet, Your Honor. Attorney Barton was with the A docket, and I'm ready to go into the breakout room with the person.
All right, so Ms. Wilson, if you could place Shayna Thomas. Good morning to you, Ms. Thomas.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, we're glad you're here with us, and we'll talk a little bit more after you speak with the attorney and come back and observe court for a minute, okay?
All right.
Very good. You're going to get an invitation to go out into a breakout room with Attorney Griffin. Please make sure you accept that invitation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Wilson, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, are we ready to, I'm ready to proceed, Ms. Wilson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. All right, I'm ready on Devin Allen. Ms. Allen, if you could unmute for me.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
Good morning, how are you this morning?
I'm okay.
Miss Allen, you look good. What you over there doing?
Oh my gosh, everybody has been telling me that. Thank you. Eating a lot.
You eating a lot? I'm gonna give you a pass, Miss Allen. You've been
sustainable.
eating a lot and working on your sobriety?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, you look great. You
Thank
do, you
you.
really do.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Are they treating you well there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's what I want to hear. If they're not, you have to let us know because
Of
we
course.
make sure everybody's treated well, irrespective of where we send them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Let me place your case numbers on the record. You smiling this morning? Usually you're not happy with me. Oh my goodness, I just want to bask in this for like a couple of minutes. May I? I mean, y'all know she be over there mean mugging me, and then if she not mean mugging me, she crying, and then I think she be calling me names under her breath because her lips be moving, but she makes sure I don't hear her. And this morning, look at her, she know I'm telling the truth. And this morning, she's just, her face is all radiant and she's smiling. I love it, Miss Allen. Sobriety looks good on you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It does. And you deserve it, Miss Allen. You deserve it. You're such a wonderful person.
Thank you so much.
Are.
Thank
You are. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z8066451, case number 125245811. State your full name for me, Miss Allen.
Devin Allen.
All right. Miss Allen, tell me what's going on over there. What are you doing on a day-to-day basis?
Well, when trouble arises, I stay out of the way of it. I pretty much spend time in my room, working on my spirituality and, just maintaining my sobriety.
All right. Very good. Are you attending your classes at the facility?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Are you learning anything in those classes?
Yes, ma'am.
You are. Just do it, though.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Is there something that you're learning in your classes that you can share with me?
Well, basically, to help me through this, I've really gotten back in touch with spirituality and everything because I had lost it at one point, so, and patience and, just overall turning a new leaf and enjoying it.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so, Miss Allen, are you having any issues that you need us to take care of on your behalf or to work with you?
Okay, well, basically for like my AA meetings and stuff like that, I haven't been able to do that for the simple fact my number that I had originally has been cut off. So I'm kind of working on a minute phone, and that's not doing any good because I don't have any minutes. So I would like to know what is it that I can do to actually attend a meeting or something.
Okay, and so that's a good question. And Mr. Curtis, let's get with Mr. Williams, because I'm certain that there's something that's comparable to the meetings that she should be able to do while she's at the facility.
Okay.
Okay. All right. How does that sound, Miss Allen?
Sounds great.
Sounds great.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. What else? Look at Miss Allen taking care of herself. She's like, I want to help me. And so my phone is down. I still want to help me. There you go, Miss Allen. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it, Miss Allen. I love it. I love it. All right.
I appreciate
what else?
you so much. Basically, what was really an eye opener was, I talked to my kids and stuff. I was able to go see them, and the things that they had to say during my, the heavy times of my addiction and stuff, it was an eye opener because I didn't think that I was hurting them. I really didn't. So yeah. And both of my kids are of age to speak for themselves and everything. And when I started, when I was able to leave and go see them, they even told me first. They were the first ones told me like, "Ma, you look good." And I'm like, "I still look the same." And they like, "No, you don't. No, you don't."
No, you don't.
Yeah, and then we had a truthful serum is what I want to call it, and I asked them questions and everything, and just based off of their answers, that's put me in a better perspective to do better.
Isn't that amazing? Had you ever had that conversation with your children before?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Wow. You had never had it.
No, ma'am.
That's amazing. Look, I'm excited to hear, first of all, that you had the conversation. Then secondly, I'm excited to hear and proud of you that you were receptive to the conversation. You didn't take offense, you didn't get angry. And, because sometimes as parents, we're like, yeah, I might be jacked up over here, but I kept a roof over your head, but I did this, but I did that, right? You didn't do that. You didn't do that. You said, I didn't realize I was hurting them. And you now this is making you want to do better because you all have so much time together ahead of you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I love it. What else? Anything else? Miss Allen, I'm enjoying my time with you this morning.
Oh my goodness.
I am. I'm sucking it all in. Yes, I am.
My peer support counselor, she's very wonderful. I just love her. She's very wonderful. She's not judgmental. She helps in any area that she can. And that helps me a lot.
All right. Wonderful. Sounds good. All right. At some point, I have to hear from Mr. Curtis. So let me hear from you, Mr. Curtis. Come on. I know you see a difference.
Yes, there's a big difference, and we're glad to see a smile on your face, Ms. Allen. So we did receive a report from her provider that she's engaged in treatment. She's doing well, and so they did recommend that they just continue to work with her for a couple more weeks. And so she does understand why that recommendation was made. But Ms. Allen's doing well. I have no concerns or issues.
All right, very good. If nothing else, from Mr. Barton, I know you biting at the bit. What do you want to say about Miss Allen? I know y'all been seeing clapping, smiling, rocking. He trying to hold it together. Go ahead, Mr. Barton.
No, Your Honor, I'm letting the court do its thing. I am so appreciative. Really quick, I'm sorry, Darnell Barton, P83363 on behalf of Specialty Courts. I apologize. I was in the breakout room, Your Honor. Ms.
Yes, sir.
Allen, wow. Can I just say, very briefly, Your Honor, I had a family member going through what you had went through, and we tried to have a conversation with her, and it didn't go anything like that. And you just inspired me to try and have that conversation again. That was
Okay.
deep. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Yeah,
No
that was
problem.
great. That's all I have to say, Your Honor.
All right. That's not all he has to say, but he just said he's gonna keep it brief.
Yep.
There you go. All right, Miss Allen. If no questions, I do want to give Miss Allen a judicial applause on this morning. Come on, everybody, join me. She is doing exceptionally well. Miss Allen, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So proud of you. Keep
Thank
going,
you.
okay?
Ma'am,
Keep
yes,
going.
ma'am.
The best is yet to come, ma'am. Keep going.
Yes, ma'am. I do know that. Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I will see Miss Allen when. Mr. Curtis?
Ms. Allen will be returning February 23rd, 2022 at 8:35.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Curtis, I have some matters in Miss Allen's file. I just want to make sure if we could run her real quick and make sure she has nothing in warrant status. I have a note that said I needed to set aside a warrant. I probably have already done that, but I just want to make sure that we're good and that she's
Okay.
in good shape.
All right.
She's in good shape? All right, no warrants. So we're in good shape. We've taken care of it. All right. And so does Miss Allen have two matters? And she did have two matters on the docket. We are good. We are very good. All right. Just want to make sure you all squared away, okay?
All righty.
All right, thank you, Ms. Allen. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good one.
All right, take care. You too. All right, bye-bye. Did Mr. Dunn finally join us?
Yes, he did. Mr. Dunn,
Did he disappear? Mr. Dunn,
can you unmute?
can you unmute for me, please? Okay, you put this stamp.
Good morning,
I'll
everybody.
to you to stamp my stuff. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Dunn. How are you?
I'm finding you tired,
I
but
am
I'm
doing.
okay.
What you tired from, Mr. Dunn? Why are you tired?
12 hours, 6 days a week.
Oh, Mr. Dunn, and you still working your program?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are. And guess what, Mr. Dunn? The reason I'm calling your case is because you are getting promoted on today.
All right.
How about that? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z8081481. State your full name for me, Mr. Dunn.
Dwight Anthony Dunn.
All right, Mr. Dunn. You get promoted. Are you ready to get promoted today?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, you've been taking care of business. Have you learned anything since the last time I've seen you?
Yes, ma'am, to handle responsibility.
To handle responsibility. What do you mean by that, Mr. Dunn?
What I mean by that is I was irresponsible in that before I got this OWI, I should have talked with someone. It was my responsibility to reach out, and I didn't.
Yes. All right. I hope folks are listening in the courtroom. When you need help, it is your responsibility to reach out and ask for it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry about folks judging you and talking about you. They're going to talk about you anyways. You might as well give them something good to talk about and say, hey, he needed help and he asked for it. How about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm proud of you today, Mr. Dunn. I'm glad that you are being promoted. You're working hard. We met as a team. The recommendation was made. There were no objections. Mr. Curtis, is there anything else you want to add with respect to Mr. Dunn?
Your Honor, he's Mr. Dunn. He's in compliance with the court order. He did meet criteria on today to be promoted to phase 2. No positive drug screens. He is engaged in treatment, and he just actually started his new job recently, as you see with his uniform on. So he's a security officer. So top flight security.
All right, Mr. Dunn. Yeah, congratulations to you.
I just had to get that in there. So.
All right, very good. All right.
Thank you,
Anything from, yes, we are proud of you, Mr. Dunn. All right, Mr. Curtis, you almost set it off. You almost. You came real close. All right. All right. Mr. Barton, is there anything that you would like to add before we congratulate Mr. Dunn? He's got a new job. He's getting promoted. He's working. He's being responsible. If not, Mr. Barton?
Your Honor, hey, listen, Mr. Dunn, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna say, as another working individual, you working 6 days a week, that's a big deal, bro. Seriously, man, whether mental health court or not, that's a big deal. So hang in there, keep grinding, and I'm with you, man. That's all I had to say, Your Honor. I'm not gonna, of the world, Craig. All right, I had to get it out.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Curtis, before we congratulate Mr. Dunn, will he be returning for a one-on-one with you on February 23rd, 2022?
Yes, that's correct.
And that'll be at 10:30, and then he'll have his next court date with me on March 2nd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Yep.
Did you get that, Mr. Dunn?
Yes, ma'am. March 2nd, 8:30 in the morning.
8:35, yes, sir. And then you'll meet with Mr. Curtis before then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Take good care of yourself. Good to see you today.
Absolutely. Likewise, Your Honor. Have a blessed one.
All right, you do the same. Okay, I am going to Mackenzie Short. Ms. Mack,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
attorneys have signed in, make sure you give me their files and that they are, yeah. All right. Ms. Short. Good morning, Ms. Short.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
How
I
are
just
you
want to make
this
sure.
morning?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. I'm
You're
going to
welcome.
ask everyone to keep your device on mute until your case is called. Thank you so much. All right, Ms. Short, I have the following for you. I have case number U587-475-20. State your full name.
Mackenzie Carroll Short.
All right, how are things going with you, Ms. Short?
Really good, but then like frustrating because I've been on quarantine for more than a week because I have COVID.
Yes, I heard.
Your face.
Oh no, I know, but you
Yeah.
look great.
Thank you. But
You look great.
I go back to my clinic today. I tested on Friday and I was positive, but I tested again yesterday. So I'll find out today. Hopefully I'm negative. And then I start work, as long as I'm negative, I start work on Monday. I got the daycare job.
Miss Short,
Yeah.
look at you, want to work with little children.
I love kids. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love people who love to work with little children. Miss Short, I taught 3rd grade for 1 year in Houston, Texas, and they forced me to go to law school. They forced me. I said, I have to do something else.
Yeah.
I have the utmost respect for teachers, for people that work with children. I was good to my children's teachers because were able to do something that I could not do. They forced me. And every time I thought about dropping out of law school, I thought about that 3rd grade class at Louisa May Alcott Elementary School. And I re-enlisted back into law school and said, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna give it another try. Yes, ma'am, I owe my law school degree to them. Yes, I owe it to them. Yes. Miss Short, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, and guess what, Judge? I have 91 days today.
Clean. Look at you. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I know you're proud of yourself.
I am very proud of myself. Yes.
You don't even look like the Mackenzie Short that walked through this door.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you.
I mean, amazing. You look good. You sound good. Your face is all full. That's code for, you're eating well. And so you just, yes, you are doing extremely well. I hate to hear that you have COVID. This is a good time to just tell everybody, do your part, do your part, do your part. We will get past this if everybody does their part. And so I'm glad you look like you've done well with it though. So I'm really happy about that.
Thank you.
I am really happy about that. All right. And so Ms. Short, are you having any issues at the facility or anything?
No, not really. My only questions, I had 2 questions for, and I have another good thing. I completed more than half of my community service.
Yeah, all right, Miss Short, look at you. You are working it.
Yeah.
Working it.
The 2 things I wanted to ask you about was if I could have passes to see my husband again. We've been visiting here until I was on quarantine, and we're doing a lot better. And then also I wanted to ask you about if I would be able to use a vehicle to go to work. I have my license, the vehicle's insurance, and it's legal and everything, but I wanted to ask you about that before I just did it on my own.
All right, so let me start before I even hear from Mr. Curtis. Let me start by saying, you must always comply with the rules at the facility where you are, okay? And so they may have rules with respect to the use of the car. You want to abide by those rules. Now, I don't see them being an impediment to you going to work at all. So, but you want to make sure that you abide by those rules, okay?
Yes,
I don't have an issue with you driving the car to work because I want you to get to work safely. I want you to get back safely. But I do want you to make sure you're following their rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Second, with respect to the past, is to see your husband. Mr. Curtis, what's your input on that?
Your Honor, she's actually assigned to Miss Taylor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Taylor.
Yeah.
Good morning, Judge.
Good
forgot about
morning,
me.
Miss Taylor.
I
Let's
was
take a
wondering where she
station
was.
break. No, I'm just kidding. We are so glad to see you.
I am glad to be back finally.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Miss Taylor. What's your take? What's your take on Miss McKenzie? I think that she's doing well. She's made some progress. She's asking for a pass.
I think that will be okay. I know that regularly Lake Ridge rules are that they get a certain amount of hours for, I think, 3 days a week. So even if maybe we started her at 1 day a week and see how that goes, and then if it's appropriate and safe and suitable, then we can go ahead and increase to the regular 3 days.
Perfect.
All right. What do you think about that, Miss Short?
I am totally happy and grateful for that, and I really appreciate it.
All right. Why don't you try 1 day a week? If it works for you and things are well, of course, within the rules for
Yes, ma'am.
Lake Ridge, right?
Yeah.
And so if things work out well, and then we can look at making sure that you get the increase pursuant to the rules at Lake Ridge, okay?
Awesome. Okay, great.
Let's do that, because you're going to be working, you're going to be testing, you're going to be doing a number of things.
Yes.
And so let's take some small steps. And I'm glad you're good with that. I want your buy-in, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, very good, very good. And so is there anything else that you had a question about, Ms. Short?
So like I said, I'll start going to work on Monday. And so I've been testing here at Lake Ridge. So how soon should I go to get started again at JAM since I start work on Monday?
All right, Ms. Taylor will not only get with Mr. Williams about the 1 day of visitation, but Ms. Taylor will also set you up. You should start your testing immediately.
Okay, no problem. I can do that.
Okay, it should start immediately.
Okay.
And Ms. Taylor, are you recommending the 2 times per week or something else?
2 times a week should be fine.
All right.
And
So
then
you'll
again, I'd like
test
to
minimum.
put on record also and comply with whatever Lake Ridge testing is as well. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, wonderful. So you'll do the minimum 2 times per week. Notice I threw in minimum because if I have Ms. Taylor call you up and say, I want an extra test.
Okay,
you need to call every day and you get going, okay?
All right, I can do that. Yep.
All right, very good. I keep waiting for her to say, and one more thing.
I had a note because I always forget to tell you stuff. So yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let me see what Miss Taylor has to say about Miss Short. Anything else, Miss Taylor?
Nothing in addition.
All right. Very good. If nothing else from any of the other team members as to Miss Short. Anything?
Congratulations again, Miss Short.
Thank
I love
you so
you
much.
like kids too, because I have little kids, so that makes me feel good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
All right, very good. Very good. And so on this morning, I also want to give Ms. Short a judicial applause. She is doing a good job, a great job. Very proud of you. Come on, let's celebrate her for her progress. 91 days on track. I love it, Ms. Short. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
And I hope that you love what you see when you look in the mirror. I hope you do.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not the same Mackenzie Short that I saw when you walked through this door.
Thank God, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. All right, very good. Miss Taylor, what's next for Miss Short?
Ms. Short will return to court on February 23rd 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, you do the same. Good to see you.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, I am ready on, let's see. There was a Demetrius Green. I'm not familiar with Demetrius Green.
That's my client, Judge. She is fairly new.
Okay, okay. So, and then, well, before her, I'm sorry, I missed, there's a Joseph T. I don't know who that is. Nope. All right, then we'll go to Demetrius Green. Ms. Green, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm okay, just in a little pain.
You're in a little pain? All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
are you under a doctor's care and following those instructions?
Yes, ma'am.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. I hope that you feel better, okay?
Thank you.
All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have for Demetrius Green 200-459-2101. Ms. Green, state your full name for me.
Demetrius Latricia Green.
All right, Ms. Green, how are you doing? I hate that you're not feeling well today. I do still need to know, how are you doing with respect to work in the program?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I've been doing
Okay,
good.
tell me what that means.
Well, been talking to my counselor a lot. She's been really helping me. Trying to move out the apartment that I, was shot in. So she's really been talking to me.
Yes.
She having me smile, she's really good with talking to me, keeping me going. I've been feeling great. My family is really on my back. With me not, drinking anymore, been feeling uplifted, just trying to get my strength back. That's all.
Very good. Look, Ms. Green, we staffed you on yesterday, and I was informed that you were looking for a new living arrangement. That's a huge step for you, I'm sure, but I think it's a critical step for you with respect to your progress. How do you feel about that?
Well, I still have nightmares at times. I be here at times just, because I'm on Section 8, so I cannot leave my apartment or I lose my voucher. So I'm at my sister's at times because, I have my nightmares of me being in here, and I sometimes don't feel like the apartment people cared, because no one ever came and talked to me about this. And
No.
They never came and said anything to me. So I just try to take it day by day and put it in Lord's hand. He's watching me, so. But I want to
And
get out
so,
of here.
Ms. And I'm glad, and anything that we can do to help in staff, and we talked about, we are all hands on deck. I hope that the move that you're making, you won't lose your voucher. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, you're going to your sessions and your classes and all of those things that you should be attending?
Well, I haven't started any classes. I've just been talking to my therapist. I haven't started any sessions or new classes. Anything.
Okay, that's a good start. What do you think about that so far? I heard you say she makes you smile. Can get you to smile.
Yes, she do. She have a lot of things to say to me. She just smiling. She thought I was a little girl when she first met me. She thought I was a little young lady. She was like, "You look young," and I say, "No, I'm 47." Huh? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, let me put my glasses. Let me wipe my glasses off. I say, yes, I'm an older woman. She was like, "Oh my God," because she had me laughing, and she's really. She's understandable about everything that I'm going through, and she's really want me to lean to her. I like that when she said that. I need you to lean on me. I'm here. I need you to lean on me. I want you to have no fallbacks. I'm gonna let you put it all on me. Okay? I'm here for you. So I like that.
Yeah.
I never had that
like
from
that
anyone.
too.
Yes, I never heard anyone say that to me. And she makes me keep stepping. I keep going. I just keep going.
Yes. That is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. What do you need from us to help you to stay on track, Miss Green?
Well, just like I say, the positive talking, you talk to me, you know. I like seeing you smile. I'm always laughing at you when I'm watching. You talk to other people online.
Do you laugh at me or you laugh with me? Which one do you do?
I laugh with you. I just be laughing with you because you make me smile. You make me think about my aunties and my mother. So it makes my day.
Oh,
But
that's good.
yeah, I just want to keep on, like I say, keep on track. You know, me being, you know, on your program, it really woke me up. If me drinking, I haven't drank or smoked, it's like, oh, my body has changed. It's funny. My family say my face is lighter. You brighten up, or well, why are you so bright? And they always say, is you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. No more babies. No more kids, please. But I just want to keep going. I like being in the program. I'm glad it is helping me to realize there's people out there to talk to, you know, instead of taking a drink just because, you know, I'm having my fallbacks, you know, missing my family, you know, that's not here, that's deceased. So I'm great.
And Miss Green, I want you to know, if I did not say to you when you came into the program, I want you to know we are all in your corner. Everybody that's a part of this specialty court, we are here for you. You don't have to do this on your own. If there are things that you need to talk about and you don't want to do it streaming to the whole world, you can always ask to go in the breakout room. You can come down to the courthouse. You can get an audience with me or with Mr. Curtis, or is it Mr. Curtis? No, it's Miss Taylor. Is that right? Or with Miss Taylor, right? You can do that without being on Zoom for everybody to hear. And we want you to know that, because we want you to not just address the drinking, which we're glad that's being addressed, but we want to address the whole person. We want, when you leave us, that every part of you will be in alignment, so that when you leave us, no going backwards, no going backwards at all. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. And so you have that commitment from us, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
No questions?
No.
All right. I'm going to hear from Miss. No?
No.
All right. Let me hear from Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Green is off to a good start. She is compliant with her treatment plan thus far. Like she stated, she has began her therapy. She's doing her screens. She is employed part-time. So she is doing fairly well. So I have nothing in addition to report.
All right. Very good. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Green?
No, ma'am. Just wishing you well, Miss Green. Keep it up. Let's keep going. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Very good. If nothing else, Ms. Taylor, what's next for Ms. Green?
Ms. Green will return to court on February 23rd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Green?
I sure did, Judge. I sure did.
All right. Wonderful. It's so good to see you. You are doing well. You're making some good moves. Just know that we are here for you, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Take care of yourself.
You too. Have a nice one.
Thank you. Okay. Give me just 1 second. I just need to grab a file very quickly. Right. Good morning. I'm ready to go on to the next case. All right, I am ready on Mr. Mallet, Martin Mallet. If you could unmute for me, please. And then Miss Green, Shanika Green, you will be next. All right, I believe someone's in my courtroom smoking. Looks like a cigar. We are in a courtroom. And you can't do that. You just can't, what you can't do in the, I'm sorry, Shanika Brown. What you can't do in the courtroom, you can't do in the physical courtroom, you can't do in the virtual courtroom. And certainly if you were here at 36th District Court, you would not be able to smoke your cigar in the courtroom. Because it's a courtroom, it's a courtroom. All right, Mr. Mallet, give me just 1 second, please. All right, I'm gonna send it. All right, I have the following case number for Martin Mallet. I have case number 210-612-7601. Mr. Mallet, please state your full name for me.
Martin Luther Mallet.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Mallet?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. I heard you mistakenly got put into a breakout room, and so we apologize for having you sit there. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Very good. So, Mr. Mallet, how are things going with you?
Everything's going fine. It's going good, Your Honor.
It's going good. Tell me what that means to you, that things are going good. What's going good?
Well, I'm staying sober. I'm having therapy. I'm having sessions and therapy, somebody to talk with and everything. You know.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as I'm sober and participating in the program, I'm fine. Staying away from people.
All right.
Staying away from people that I know are having me in trouble. So.
Okay. All right. That's a good thing, right? You're making some better choices about the company that you keep.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so I want to applaud you that you're staying sober. How difficult has that been for you?
A couple of times it was kind of hard, but I just stayed busy and found something else to focus on. So.
All right. All right. Very good. Thank you for your honesty. That it's been hard, but you have to change your focus. Focus on some good things, some positive things, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. How do you feel about the counseling that you're getting? Is that working for you?
Yeah. Slowly but surely, little by little things are starting to, coming to fruition for me.
Okay. Wonderful. Are you being open and honest with your therapist so that they can really do some work with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's very important. It's very, very important to be open and honest with them. So thank you for doing that, okay?
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, very good. Did you have any questions or any concerns with respect to the program so far?
No, I haven't, no.
None?
None.
All right, let me hear from the case manager.
Okay, Judge. Mr. Mallet is doing well. He is compliant with his treatment plan. As far as his drug screens, all of them have been negative since he's entered our program. So I have no other updates.
All right, and no issues, right?
No issues.
Okay, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Mallet?
Yeah, just
Your
glad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Mr. Mallet, just glad to hear good things are going on. As a reminder, you can always reach out to the attorneys also if anything is going on.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Griffin. You was a big help to me too. Thanks a lot.
No problem. You can call me anytime.
All right. Okay.
All
Thank you.
And just briefly, Your Honor, he was in my breakout room and we had a great time. I'm just okay. So just want to
Yeah.
know that.
All
Really
right.
good. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yes, we accidentally put him there. We got him now. All right, very good. If nothing else, Ms. Taylor, what's next for Mr. Mallet?
Mr. Mallet will return on February 23rd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Mallet?
Yes, I'm getting it, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Take good care of yourself. Continue to work hard, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. If you need us before then, don't hesitate to Zoom in or to call.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Let's go to Miss Brown. Good morning, Miss Brown.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. You've been working your program, Miss Brown?
Yes, I have. Trying to.
You're trying to? All right, that's what I need. I need a really good try. Let me place your case number on the record before we start talking about what we discussed in staffing. I have case number 200-4454501. Miss Brown, state your full name for me, please.
Shanika Brown.
All right, Miss Brown. I heard you had a little bit of back and forth going on with insurance, but you got it all squared away?
Yeah, it's all squared away. I seen my psychiatrist yesterday, and I should be seeing my therapist within like the next week or two.
All right,
So
how do you
it's all
feel about
squared up.
those appointments?
Well, yesterday was kind of news breaking. Got a new diagnostic, unfortunately. So that was kind of hard. But at least I know where to start at in the baseline. So I know how to come at it and work towards the actual goal.
Okay, very good. Look, I love your attitude. I love your
Thank
attitude. You may have received, and I certainly don't want to put on the record what that news was, but if you feel comfortable talking with your case manager about it, I certainly encourage you to do so. But I like your
Okay.
attitude. You
Thank
didn't
you.
like it. You didn't want, it wasn't something I'm assuming that you expected,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna let it knock you off track, right?
Right.
You're going to approach it. And now you're saying, at least I know what I need to address, right?
Yes. Which is the big thing. You need to know what you're working with so you can try to beat it. So that was yesterday.
All right, very good. I love your attitude. I love your
Thank you.
attitude. It's not the challenge, it's how we respond to it. You are responding very well. And
Thank you.
so
I'm trying
continue
to.
to do so. Yes.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean you won't have bad days, but your outlook is good. And that's going to help you along the way, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Anything else that maybe you're struggling with that we can help you with?
No, well, like I said, yesterday it was hard. So I did like I went in AA meeting on a Zoom because yesterday was like hard, and normally when I have a hard days like that or bad news, that's normally like what I do, like drinking is it. But nope, I just went and did the AA meeting and prayed about it, journaled, and just trying to figure out the best way.
Yes, you found some other alternatives. I love it. I love it. You found some other alternatives. Also know that you have your case manager available to you. as well as if there's anything, you know, any other resources that now you're gonna have with your person that's going to provide your treatment. Make sure you reach out. When you have those difficult days, reach out. Even if it's dialing into the courtroom, reach out, okay?
Okay, will do.
If
Thank
you're
you.
comfortable with it, okay?
Mhm. I don't have a problem
All
with
right.
sharing.
All right, very good. I love it. Better out than in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Let me hear from the case manager as to Ms. Brown.
So Miss Brown, she's compliant with treatment. She does have a couple appointments this week and next week with her provider. She is compliant with drug screens. Your Honor, I forgot to mention this in staffing that Miss Brown would like to travel to Florida or Georgia for the weekend, April 8th to April 10th, which is Friday to Sunday. And so I don't have any objection to that, Your Honor.
All right, there's some information, Mr. Curtis, that you have to get from Ms. Brown to present to the team, and then I'll do an approval. So if you could get that information to present during staffing before her next hearing, which we'll see her before then. And is this, you don't have an issue with it, it shouldn't be a problem, but there are some things that I have to get. Okay? So if she needs to buy a ticket, I'm suggesting that it's good because you're saying you're not gonna have an objection to it. Okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Anything from any of the team members as to Ms. Brown?
Just want to say, Ms. Brown, glad that you are recognizing, you know, when things are going not as well as you want them to, and you're reaching out in the appropriate ways. Just as a reminder, you know, you always have access to the attorneys also. So feel free to contact us, and we just hoping that things move in a positive direction for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, what, Mr. Curtis, will be the return to court date for Ms. Brown?
That would be February 23rd, 2022 at 8:35.
All right, very good. Ms. Brown, did you get that date?
Yes, I did.
All right, do you have any questions for us?
Nope.
All right, very good. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Just know that we're here if you need us before then, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, I am ready on. Let me see. Let's go to the intake. Ms. Thomas, give me a second to just prepare a form for her. Is Ms. Thomas on my sheet today? She is. Okay, maybe I have her 8 o'clock.
She's under 8:30.
Oh. Yes.
On the
Got it.
Mackenzie short.
Yes, I got it. Thank you. All right, I am ready on case number 210-606-3501 for Shayna Thomas. Ms. Thomas, please unmute and tell me your name for the record. All right, very good. Ms. Thomas, the case manager is going to present you on this morning for acceptance into our program. We're glad that you're here. You've been listening and watching as to how the court operates, and I hope that you're excited about joining us as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. She didn't say yes, she's excited. She's like, yes, Your Honor, if that's what you say. All right, you excited, Ms. Thomas? All right, this is not your ordinary court. We're gonna work with you. We are a team of professionals. We're gonna surround you with the support that you need, not just with respect to our program, but also if there are some other things that you may need or support that you may need, you have to let us know so that we can utilize the resources that are available to us, or we can find some additional resources, okay? But we won't know if you don't tell us, okay?
All right, yes, Anna.
All right, very good. With that, Mr. Curtis, are you presenting Ms. Thomas on this morning?
I am, Your Honor. I am.
All right, you may proceed.
Miss Shayna Thomas was referred to us by Judge Bryant on January 28, 2022. She is 34 years old, African-American female. Her highest education completed, some college. She does have a high school diploma. She is employed, but she is on leave right now, and so she does have monthly income. She does have children. Her driver's license is expired at this time. She does want to participate in specialty court. She is over 18. She does admit to dealing with some things that qualify her for specialty court. No prior felony convictions for a violent offense. She has never participated in specialty court before. She did complete the Needs Plus assessment. And so my recommendation on today is that we accept Ms. Thomas into mental health court.
All right, wonderful. Who went in the breakout room with Ms. Thomas, attorney?
I did, Your
There
Honor.
we go.
I did, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, Ms. Thomas and I, we talked about, we went over all the terms and conditions. She indicated to me that she didn't have any questions or concerns, and she understood all those terms and conditions. And she indicated that the court has her buy-in in terms of moving forward in the program. And so I reminded her about all the resources that I was aware of that the court offers. And she indicated that, again, that she's committed to the program and looking forward to being a part of the mental health court.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Thomas, you've heard what both Mr. Curtis and Attorney Griffin has stated about you. Is there anything additional that you would like me to know about you?
No, Your Honor.
No? All right, well, you're gonna be spending so much time with me or seeing me so often. We'll get to know each other, okay?
Your Honor.
All right, for now, you're going to Zoom in for court, okay? Because we're virtual, unless I request for you to come down to the courthouse, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. You went in a breakout room with Attorney Griffin earlier this morning. Are you satisfied that he answered all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. So you don't have any additional questions about anything that's going to be on the order that I'm going to sign?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And you admit that you need some assistance through specialty court here at 36th District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Look, and are you committed to getting that help?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so as long as you are committed to getting the help that you know you need, then we are excited to be able and equipped and able to help you. Attorney Griffin, I see your hand up, yes?
Your Honor, one thing that was not on the court's order, but I did want to bring to the court's attention. Ms. Thomas indicated to me that she is in a anger management class, I believe. So
Yes.
But that's not a part of the court's order. I indicated.
It should be.
Okay. Thank you.
It should be. That came from Judge Bryant. And
Okay.
so it should be.
All right.
So
Thank you.
I need to add that to the order before it comes down
Yes, Your Honor.
for me to sign.
Yes,
Let's
Your
make
Honor.
sure anger management is a part of it. All right, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. All right, and so Ms. Thomas, I have your buy-in, I'm glad you're here. I'm welcoming you into our specialty court. Attorney Griffin, did you determine that your client is eligible to participate in specialty court pursuant to Michigan law?
Yeah, to my knowledge, yes, she is, Your Honor.
Wonderful. And then Mr. Curtis, did you make the determination whether or not Ms. Thomas is, or if she's ever been a violent offender or a substantial risk to the public?
Your Honor, Ms. Thomas is not a violent offender and she is not a risk to the public.
All right, wonderful. Then with that, you are accepted into our program. I look forward to working with you. And if you don't have any questions, Mr. Curtis, what's next for Ms. Thomas?
So Ms. Thomas will be returning February 23rd at 8:35, I'm sorry.
All right, and so yeah, never mind, I got it. Yes, Ms. Thomas, you have a question?
Yes. So I got court, I think on the same day.
Court where?
Third Circuit Court, I think.
Okay, so we won't bring you back on the 23rd. Mr. Curtis, let's do this. Since she's new, let's check in on her next week. We'll bring her back next week, which is February the 16th. And then that way we won't interfere with her court date for the circuit, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Did you get that? Thank you, Ms. Thomas, for bringing that to our attention. So it'll be February 16th at 8:35, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. I'm glad you're here and I look forward to working with you. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you next week.
You too.
All right, thank you. All right. I need to call the remainder of the specialty court docket. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not overlooking anyone. I have Mr. Otis Mitchell. Did the prosecutor join us for Otis Mitchell? I have case number 210-456-0101. As I indicated in staffing, I did get Ms. Taylor's, the information sent regarding Mr. Mitchell's medical situation. However, I must hear from the prosecutor. I need to hold a hearing where the prosecutor gets to make a recommendation and give defense counsel an opportunity to respond, because I can't just dismiss the case. And so I don't know if the prosecutor is going to come on this morning. Maybe you all can reach out to the prosecutor. If not, I'll put him on the docket for next week. But I did say yesterday in staffing, I needed a prosecutor.
Which prosecutor do you need, Your Honor? I know I see Mr. Attorney Rosenthal. You need Attorney Rogers?
Yes, I think Rogers was in our staffing.
Yes, Your Honor.
I just sent her a text, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm not certain who said that, but thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. All right, wonderful. So if she comes down, because she's already aware of what's going on. And then let's see, Mr. Wells is already in warrant status. Is that correct? He has not appeared. He was scheduled for 8:35 a.m. It's 10:04 a.m. I'm satisfied I've given him enough time to appear just in case. And so, Mr. Curtis, the warrant will stay in the system for Mr. Wells.
Your Honor,
And
Mr.
then-
Wells. Oh,
Go ahead.
Mr. Wells did contact me after staffing. And so I did tell him to appear in person. And then he just called me a few minutes ago and said that he should be here in about 15 minutes. So.
Oh, that's so nice. All right, well, let's see how it works out for him when he gets here, okay?
Okay, will do.
All right, very good. Now, with that, I am going to go to Attorney Duplessis. You have Mr. Askew's case on this morning. Is your client on with us?
Yes, I believe he's in the breakout room still. That's where we left him.
Okay. Are you ready to proceed? Have you talked with the city attorney?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. We are ready.
All right. Thank you so much for your patience. I have a specialty court docket that I do at 8:30. And for some reason, they put some traffic matters at 8:30, and that shouldn't have happened because I try to keep them engaged. I'm required to. So thank you for your patience, okay?
Yes, Sydney gave me the heads up yesterday.
Oh, look at that. See, the team is always working. Wonderful. As soon as I think I see Mr. Askew in the courtroom, if there are any other attorneys that are with us, please make sure you call the courtroom and check in with my clerk so that I can address your matter before I start doing the rest of the traffic docket. I'm going to ask Mr. Askew to please turn on his camera for me. And then I am ready to call his cases. There's Mr. Askew. All right, very good. I have the following matters for Romel Askew. I have case number SP 123-879-71, case number SP 123-879-5, counts 1, 2, and 3. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis, P82896, on behalf of Mr. Askew, who's appearing by Zoom and waiving his right to an in-person appearance this morning.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Askew, state your name for the record.
Excuse me, Romel Askew.
Thank you and good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Rosenthal, and based on documentation submitted for all matters on the docket, Mr. Rosenthal has made a recommendation for dismissal, which of course we would like to avail ourselves of.
All right, and he's recommending dismissing all 4 matters?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And is there a stipulation of probable cause?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then all of the matters are dismissed. Mr. Dennis, I've already spoken to you one time about smoking in my courtroom. Unfortunately, if you continue to smoke in my courtroom, I'm going to ban you from my courtroom. And you'll have to come physically to 36th District Court, okay?
I apologize, Judge. I'd taken off the video.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All of the matters are dismissed without prejudice. Attorney Duplessis, thank you so much for your patience.
Yeah.
Mr. Askew, I hope things work out for you. Take good care of yourself, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a great day,
All
you
right.
and your staff.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Yes.
At this time, I'm going to transition. I don't see any other attorneys. I will transition to the traffic docket. I'm going to take just a minute while folks are let into the courtroom. And then I'll be ready to proceed. Who do I have in that breakout room? I'm not in the breakout room. I'm sorry, in the conference room. Mr. Alexander, are we ready on Mr. Alexander?
Ma'am, can anyone hear
All
me?
right. If you're on a telephone and you don't have Zoom capabilities, you must come down to 36th District Court and you should head this way immediately. And I need to make sure that folks, when y'all see people on telephones, please reach out to them, let them know I can't service them over the telephone. They must have video capability or they can come down to 36th District Court. Thank you so much. If you are an attorney and you are joining us on this morning, please check in on Mr. Anderson. I'm never going to service you while you're lying in the bed. I'm not. Because I respect you so much, I would never be lying in my bed and come on for court. I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. All right. So we're going to respect each other. It's going to be a two-way street. You're going to respect me and get out of that bed. If you are an attorney, please make sure that you check in with the clerk by calling the courtroom. Someone turn off Mr. Anderson's camera for me, please, while he gets his whole life together. Okay. His whole life. Thank you so much. All right. If you're an attorney, please call the courtroom and check in with the clerk by calling area code 313-965-2280. check in for me, please.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then did you send Mr. Anderson to a breakout room? Not Mr. Anderson, officer, who did you say was in the conference room? Oh, the officer's not in here.
Yes, ma'am, he's just been sent to the room.
He's been sent to the breakout room? Okay, an attorney will go with him, please. Did we get a third attorney on this morning?
Yes.
We did? Who's serving with us?
Okay.
Attorney Cherica Harris, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, wonderful. All right, so you all are working it. All right.
I'm going to the breakout room now, Your Honor. It looks like they put me in with the person. Do you know who this person is? Who is this person I'm going to the breakout room for, Your Honor?
I need to find out the name. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down in it.
It's
Ms.
okay.
Mack, who's in the conference room?
Oh, Mr. Robert Alexander.
Robert Alexander. And when
Robert
he's finished, because he's been here, I'm gonna call his case, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Let me just make sure.
He's on there.
Yes, ma'am, I see him. All right, there's an attorney that's on. Did they check in with you?
Yes, everyone has checked in. I just gotta get the files for them.
All right, good. I'm gonna do the representative first.
He's here. I mean, like, do I know? Just so you know.
Okay. Can you mute me, please? And then I need everybody to mute your device, please. I've made an announcement. I'm not going to do your case on the phone. All right.
Sir, what's your name on the Galaxy A13? Can't hear you. Unmute, please.
Good morning, Judge. My name is Mujahid Allah, Mujahidallah.
Spell the last name again.
ALLAH.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Wilson, I'm gonna send you something in the chat.
I'm sorry, I'm still not able to get in there.
Yeah, just hang on one second, Mr. Thomas. Mr. Anderson, I'm gonna reach out to them right now. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
Go ahead, mute yourself. All right, go ahead and head right into the breakout room. Hit join breakout room, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Yes, ma'am. Right now? Yes, ma'am. And I'm, you know what, remind. Yes, yes, sir. All right, I am ready on Mr. Al Mari. Mr. Sal, I'm ready on your case. Good morning to you. I have case number SP 122-14191, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Lawrence Ellisell with and on behalf of Hamza El Marwe.
All right, where's your client, Mr. Sal?
He was just on there, Your Honor. I'm texting him now. He's asking if I could see him, but
We can't see him.
I saw his name 2 minutes ago.
All right.
I'll find him.
Good morning, Attorney Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you this morning. Do you have something that's ready to go very quickly?
Yes, Mr. Agbenjega.
All right, very good. Let's grab his file. I am ready on case number SP 122-01001. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Agbenjega. Please state your name for the record, sir. You have to unmute your device like we discussed. Please touch the microphone and unmute. Could you state your name, please?
Hello?
Yes, could you tell us your
Yes,
name,
sir.
please?
You want me to turn in and mute?
No, I want you to say your name.
My name is James Agbenyega.
All
Your Honor,
right,
we've
thank
discussed
you,
the
counsel.
cases. We've discussed the cases, we've discussed his rights. He is waiving his right to trial and entering a responsible admission pursuant to the recommendation wherein the misdemeanor matter would be dismissed.
All right, very good. And so I'm sorry, Ms. Harris, there's somebody in my courtroom with the hoodie on. They must take it off. All right, and so Ms. Harris, your client is pleading to count 2, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and it would be amended to limited access 1 to 5 over.
All right, and then the remaining matter would be dismissed.
Also note for the court that he may have paid the civil infraction as it was, and I don't know if that can be amended after the fact.
All right, Miss Matt, could you look to see, he has a count 2, it's not on my docket. And so either it's in default or he paid it. So let's see which one.
He paid it, Judge.
He paid it. And so by paying it, of course, he's accepted responsibility. What I am still going to do is I am going to amend that charge to limited access. You said 1 to 5 miles over the speed limit.
Yes.
And his fines and costs will be what he has already paid. And I'm dismissing the remaining matter without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Anything else for my consideration? All right, it's dismissed. Thank you so much. Thanks to both of you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go back. Mr. Alisal, has your client joined us?
Yes, he has, Your Honor. He's on the screen with his camera on.
All right, wonderful. He will have to move that visor. I need to be able to see his whole face. There we go. Very good. I am going to call the case again. It's SP 122-14191. Counsel, your appearance again.
Thank you. Good morning again. May it please this honorable court, Lawrence L. with and on behalf of Mr. Hamza L. Marwi.
Thank you and good morning. Good to see you, counsel.
You too.
And then, thank you. I'm going to have your client state his, unmute and state your full name for the record, please.
Hey, Your Honor. My full name is Hamza Riyad Al-Marwi.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. All right. Mr. Elisal, how are we proceeding on this morning? Your client is scheduled for arraignment.
Your Honor, I've went over the charges with my client. He would stand mute and waive any formal reading.
Thank you, counsel. How are we proceeding from there?
Your Honor, I was hoping to speak to whoever the assigned prosecutor would be to see about a resolution option.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal is assigned to us on today. He is in the courtroom, the virtual courtroom. And so, Ms. Wilson, I don't know if Mr. Rosenthal can hear me. If someone could reach out to him, let him know we're placing him in a breakout room with Attorney Elisal. Has any of the other attorneys had an opportunity to, or need to speak with Mr. Rosenthal? Does anyone else need to speak with? All right, thank you, counsel. And so, Ms. Wilson, if you could send the defense attorneys into a breakout room with Mr. Rosenthal, that would be great. All right, thank you all. You'll get an invitation. Can someone reach out to Mr. Rosenthal and let him know that he needs to go in the breakout room?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. With that, Mr. Griffin, Attorney Griffin.
Yes, Your Honor. Just to give you an update, I'm speaking to the person that's inside the courtroom, inside the courthouse. I'm sending a message to Attorney Rosenthal. So the only holdup is I just need to hear back from him. But we should be ready to go.
Can you all reach out to him and see? He may be in another courtroom.
I'm sending him messages directly. I'm gonna send him a message. I just want to let the court know what's the holdup with talking to Mr. Alexander.
Mr. Adams. Okay. All right. Very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Harris, you want to continue with your client?
Yes, please, and thank you. Ms. Adams, I need you to start your video, please.
Okay.
All right. Very good. I have the following matters for Estella Adams. I have case number SP 121-88571 and case number SP 121-88611. Counsel?
Erica Harris on behalf of Ms. Adams. Ms. Adams, please state your name for the record.
Estella Adams.
All right, thank you, and good morning, Ms. Adams.
Good morning.
Your Honor, we have discussed the cases before the court. We've discussed her rights. It's my understanding that she is waiving her right to trial and entering a responsible admission pursuant to the recommendation, which she would admit to the civil. She would admit responsibility to the civil infraction, which would be amended to blockading. The misdemeanor matter would be dismissed.
All right, very good. Let me have you raise your right hand for me, please. Ms. Adams?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. And Ms. Harris, you may proceed as to constitutional rights as well as the factual basis. Can I get Ms.
Ms. Adams, you were advised of your right to trial, your right to bring witnesses, bring evidence, to question any witnesses or evidence presented against you. You were advised of that right, correct?
Yes.
And it's your decision to waive your right to have a trial and or a formal hearing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And on the date and time of this citation, you did make a prohibited left turn. Would you admit that you did that?
Yes, I did.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I am accepting your plea of responsible. I am following the recommendation from the prosecuting attorney to dismiss the remaining matter. However, it will not be dismissed until the civil infraction is paid in full. And so as for the civil infraction, I'm accepting the responsible plea and I'm amending the charge to blockading traffic. The fine will be assessed at $175. When can you get that paid, Ms. Adams?
Can I pay it on the 1st of March?
You can. All right, very good. So I will adjourn to pay. That will be, let's see. I'll do it March 2nd, 2022. At 10:30 a.m. If for some reason you don't get it paid, you need to come back because otherwise the matter that should be dismissed, it's not going to be dismissed, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I'll see you on the, well, if you pay it, you don't have to come back at all. But if you don't, you need to come back to court.
Okay, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
One of my tickets said at 8:30 and one of them said at 1:30. So do I still have to sign in at 1:30?
No, ma'am. As long as you only had 2 tickets, let's make sure she has nothing else outstanding. You do not. And so you do not have to come back, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Okay.
All right. Let's see, Ms. Harris, Attorney Harris, you have someone else ready?
That was all that I had, Your Honor. I'm willing to go into a breakout room to assist if I'm needed.
All right, Ms. Wilson, if you could make that happen, that would be great. And then Attorney Griffin, do you have some matters ready? Yes.
Not yet. I just needed was waiting for a break. The person I was speaking to, I think he left the room. And so I need someone to tell him to go back into.
No, he's right here with Mr. Curtis.
Mr. Alexander?
Yes.
He's not he's here for traffic matters, the person I was speaking with.
Mr. Alexander is here for traffic matters.
Yes. Yep. This is Mr. Alexander.
Okay. So I'm ready. I'm going back into the room. When I went there, he had left. So I was coming back here to ask him to go back. So I'm going back to breakout room number 4.
All right, very good. I don't know if there's some other matters ready, Ms. Harris, if you could check in with Mr. Barton let him know we've got some dead time and I'm ready to call cases.
Okay. Your Honor, can I let the people in the waiting room?
And we need to disable. Thank you for helping.
it's really time consuming. Judge Holmes documents.
There you go. All right, Mr. Ellisall, are you ready with your client?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. We're going to enter a plea resolution today.
All right, wonderful. Have your client turn on his camera. I'm going to call the case one more time. It is SP 12214. Strike that. SP 1221419. Your appearance for the record.
Thank you again, Your Honor. Lawrence Ellisell, may it please this honorable court on behalf of Hamza Al Marwi.
All right, wonderful, counsel. What agreement did you all reach with the prosecuting attorney, or offer did you receive from the prosecuting attorney?
Your Honor, we've resolved this through negotiated plea to disorderly person. He would obviously have to take the class and the testing, provide proof that he took his medical test. And he also does qualify for HIDA, and I did discuss that with the prosecutor.
All right, if your client is qualified for HIDA and the plea is going to be pursuant to HIDA, I would need to do your case in a breakout room. It would not be streamed live over YouTube. And so what I am going to do, I don't know if I can get on. Last time we couldn't send the courtroom from here. Is that correct?
Get her getting into the breakout room.
I needed to go to a breakout room to do his case with the Miss Wilson. Last time, did you have an issue with sending the courtroom into a breakout room? I'll tell you what we can do, Miss Wilson.
Yes.
Why don't you send the caption that says Judge Shannon to the breakout room along with Attorney Ellisall. Let me make sure I can do this. No, I can't, because you know what? I don't have the microphone capabilities on my desk set. Are you able to send the courtroom into a breakout room and then bring us back? Last time we couldn't get back.
Right, I think I can do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to do Mr. Ellisall's case. So you all should get an invitation while she's doing that. Let's get as many folks in the courtroom as we can for their cases to be heard. All right. I wonder if I will be able to just join. What breakout room are you sending them to? I think I should be able to just join it. No, I can't just join it because you all control
Number 2,
Number 2, all right, you all would have to accept the invitation to the breakout room. Are you all able to do that? No, for this one.
Ms. Rogers, I need, excuse me, I need you to join breakout room number 2, Ms. Rogers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, back in the meeting. Let's do it. All attorneys should have called the courtroom by now to check in with the clerk so that I will know that you're here for your client. Mr. Hart, have you had an opportunity to speak with the prosecuting attorney?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and do you need to speak with the prosecuting attorney?
Yeah, if I could, please.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Wilson, if you could send him to the breakout room where Mr. Rosenthal is, and Ms. Mack, let Mr. Rosenthal know we need him back in the breakout room. All right, Mr. Salah, have you met with the prosecuting attorney?
Yes, Judge, we spoke. We came to a resolution. I'm just trying to get my client. I think he's on the Zoom. I don't see him. Maybe he's in the waiting room. Sorry.
What's your client's last name? Oh. Is it Ayas? Is he Mr. Ayas?
I believe so.
All right, I'm spending too much time on these attorney cases trying to figure them out. Let's keep moving. Do I have another attorney in? Ms. Harris, let's do it.
Wada Ahmed.
Ahmed?
Yes.
Hello.
First name again, Wada. All right, thank you. Give me just 1 second. I have case number U 559-52320. Sir, please state your name. I also have case number U 559-52320. State your full name for me, sir.
My name is Wada Mohsen Ahmed.
All right, thank you. Ms. Harris, and good morning to you. Attorney Harris?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Ahmed has spoken to counsel, and we are respectfully requesting a trial date. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right, now, Miss, your client has not shown up for court. This is an arraignment on the bench warrant. So he'll need to post the bond. He'll need to post the bond. He hasn't shown up, Ms. Harris.
Understood, Your Honor. Mr. Ahmed, you did understand that you're going to have to post a monetary bond so that the court can be assured that you will return for future court dates. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, very good. Are you answering a not guilty plea on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm answering that plea. I'm going to set a bond, and I'll do it only as to one matter, and that's the matter ending in 52320. That's the one where the allegation is about selling cigarettes without a license. That bond is going to be $50, cash or surety. So it's $50, sir. But I need you to have some skin in the game because you haven't shown up for court. I'm going to give what type of trial is your client requesting?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that he is waiving his right to jury trial. Is that correct, sir? You're requesting a trial by judge?
I think that's what me and the attorney agreed on. I don't remember.
Do you need to go into the breakout room to discuss? Do you need to go back into the breakout room to discuss that? Since you don't recall what you discussed?
I'm not sure how to. Okay, I think I.
All right. Let's send it back to the breakout room. I'll give you back the file and I'll recall it, okay? All right, thank you, because we want to make sure you know what you're doing. All right, very good. Ms. Harris, do you have another matter that's ready?
I do not. We had a Reginald Austin, but it seems he has dropped off of the Zoom hearing.
All right, very good. Mr. Salah, are you ready on your client? Attorney Albert O. Salah, are you ready on your client?
Yes, Judge, I see my client's here. He's the Galaxy A32 5G.
All right, thank you. And what's your client's last name again?
It's Ayas, Ayass. Judge, if you don't mind,
All
can
right.
I just have a brief moment to speak with him in the breakout room to explain to him what's going on?
Sure, let's put his name. Ms. Wilson, I'll get it on there.
Just need a brief moment. We'll be prepared to go on the record, Judge.
All right, Ms. Wilson, if you could send Attorney Salah and Mr. Reyes to a breakout room, that would be great. And then Ms. Rogers, what cases were you here on?
I believe I'm here on Otis, Mitchell, and Wells.
All right, let's start with Mr. Mitchell, if we could. Case manager ready on Mr. Mitchell? Yes, all right, very good. Let's do it. I have the following. For Mr. Mitchell, I have case number 210-456-0101. Ms. Rogers, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P2072.
All right, thank you. And then Ms. Taylor. I'm sorry, you gotta speak loud in that microphone.
Jasmine Taylor, mental health clerk.
All right, thank you, and good morning again, Ms. Taylor.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to have Ms. Taylor place the facts on the record with respect to Mr. Mitchell, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Hold on, before you do that, Mr. Austin, Reginald Austin, please place your camera where it's showing your face. I don't want to see, yes, just want to make sure. Thank you so much. You can place yourself back on mute. All right, Ms. Taylor, you may proceed.
Mr. Otis Mitchell was admitted into our mental health program on December 10, 2021 for a assault and battery charge. Since then, Mr. Mitchell has been diagnosed with dementia. So he will no longer be eligible for our mental health program. So the recommendation was to dismiss his charge and close out his case. He does have an active guardian over his case who will determine placement and future services for his client.
And he is currently in an adult foster care system, so he's not going to be in the streets or anything, and someone will be responsible for making sure that his mental health issues are addressed. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, very good. Ms. Rogers, I'll hear from you. Attorney Rogers?
Yes, Judge. On this case, this is an assault case, and that is a Wayne County case, and I do not have authority over that. I cannot address
That's
this
right.
matter.
That's right. Do we have the Wayne County prosecutor? All right, I need a Wayne County prosecutor.
I can give Miss Wolf that I've worked with before a phone call to see if she can Zoom on or if one of her coworkers can.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's go to the, all right, attorneys. I told y'all yesterday, our defense attorneys for mental health. I needed a state prosecutor for Mr. Mitchell.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did
And
y'all see my
I
note?
sent the email. Yes, Your Honor. I sent the email out, but we can only. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I apologize.
You can't make them come.
They should be
And
here.
It's unfair for me to expect it.
No, I apologize, Your Honor. I'm just letting you know we follow up with our end. So yeah.
All right. Yes, Mr. Burton. Yes, Mr. Burton. All right, Miss Rogers, thank you for reaching out to Miss Wolf. And so if we could, let's go to the other matter that you have, because I don't want to hold you up, Miss Rogers. Who do you have? Miss Rogers, who else do you have?
If Mr. Wells is present.
Mr. Wells is present in the courtroom. Mr. Wells? He can, I don't know if he could talk real loud. If not, Mr. Curtis, you can stand over here and then Mr. Wells can come center. I have the following matters for Edward Wells. I have case number U557-58920 U389-52417, U389-76117, U389-81317, and U389-81717. Let me get appearances on the record, starting with the people.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P2072.
Thank you, Ms. Rogers.
And Herman
Yes.
Griffin on behalf of the defendant, P77169, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Attorney Griffin. And then for probation,
Jordan Curtis, Mental Health Court Case Manager.
thank you, Mr. Curtis. And then Mr. Wells, state your full name.
Edward Wells.
All right, good morning, Mr. Wells.
Good morning.
Now, Mr. Wells, you know I'm not in a happy place, right? Why am I not in a happy place? Let's start there.
Well, certain situations happen and they were out of my control. But
did you make some choices, Mr. Wells?
a little bit.
You did. You did. And you know, we had a whole big conversation the last time I brought you in here, talking about making good choices, about, you know, even when things are not going your way or as expected, about still being kind and following the court's orders. And you've not done that. So we're not in a good place today. Right, I need to establish the record, so let me have Mr. Curtis place the factual basis on the record for me, and I'll give you an opportunity to respond, Mr. Wells. Go right ahead.
Okay, Your Honor. So on February 5th, which was last Saturday, Lake Ridge reported to me that Mr. Wells left Saturday afternoon, which he was allowed to. But he returned on February 6th, Sunday morning about 1 a.m. and he appeared intoxicated. And they also reported that he was disrupted.
He was, I'm sorry?
And he was disrupted.
Oh, okay.
And later that, that Sunday morning, so really early in the morning on that Sunday, he then had left and said he was going home. So Lake Ridge, they didn't drug screen him because it was early in the morning at 1 a.m. and then the morning that he did leave. So they did not perform a drug screen. And so I, sent you all an email, sent the court email. And Tuesday we did, yesterday, we did put the warrant in the system.
All right. Who wants to address the court? Thank you, Mr. Curtis. Who wants to address the court next?
I may, Your Honor, if the court will allow.
Okay.
So I did speak with Mr. Wells. He indicated to me that he was not under the influence, whether drugs or alcohol. He indicated that he did, I guess, get angry over some things that happened at the at Lake Ridge, and he probably didn't take it the right way. But he was expressing that there was an issue about his property. He was saying that his property was in one place when he left, and then it was in a different place, and then there were accusations that someone was making false accusations that he had taken someone else's property and things of that nature. So I did tell him that the court more than likely will order him to test today, but he stated that he hasn't been drinking, hasn't been using any drugs. He did indicate that he went home after when he left Lake Ridge. And
but that's not my order, Mr. Griffin. He
No.
was ordered to be at Lake Ridge.
No, I'm not saying that he had a right to be at home. I'm only indicating that he where he went after, Your Honor. So he indicated to me that once he left Lake Ridge, he did go home, and I'm just bringing that to the court's attention in terms of he didn't say that he was out in the streets or someplace else, but he knows that he can't leave by his that he needs that the court is that he's under the jurisdiction of the court, and he can't just make decisions for himself in terms of when he can leave and when he can go and things of that nature. So, and that's where we are right now, Your Honor.
All right. Let me hear from the prosecuting attorney.
Yes, I do have a question for Mr. Curtis. The drug test was done on Sunday morning.
Ms. Rogers, no drug screen was completed.
Oh, okay.
For that Sunday.
Thank you.
And then he left. So there was no opportunity to do a subsequent drug screen because he left.
I see. Okay. And how long was he in Lake Ridge prior to this, Mr. Curtis?
I believe starting November, Mr. Wells has been at Lake Ridge.
So let me just because I know we talked a little bit about history in the in staffing. Mr. Wells has been in inpatient treatment. He was subsequently released, entrusted to go home. We did a home wellness check and all of those things. Made sure Mr. Curtis worked very hard to make sure that his home was conducive to his progress that he had made in inpatient treatment. He then left inpatient treatment, went home, and then used and had to go back. And this time we were trying to gradually get him back into the home. So this is not the first time that we've been here with Mr. Wells. I just think that's important for you to know.
Thank you very much, Judge. Based on the history of this and that he has been in treatment, in and out of treatment, but he has been in Lake Ridge since November. But the most recent issue here that happened on the 5th of February, and he did appear to be intoxicated from what Mr. Curtis is saying, but we won't know that, which is so hard when we have missed tests or if a defendant, a client leaves treatment or doesn't go test, we don't know what's going on. A missed test, in my opinion, is worse than a positive test because we have no idea what's going on and no benchmark of how that person is doing and what their levels are. Based on Mr. Wells' history and how he's gone in and out of treatment before, I'm happy that he has come in today, that the warrant didn't have to be executed, that he turned himself in. But based on what happened on Lake Ridge last week, I am asking for 7 days in custody. And if that is not granted, to be held in abeyance, that if he tests positive in the future.
All right. Mr. Wells, let me hear from you. What do you want to tell me, Mr. Wells?
I'm trying to figure out where to begin at. The establishment that you send me to has all kinds of circumstances within the program. The clients or the staff, I really don't know who it is. They have been mistreating my property. Stuff has been coming up missing. And like when I did return that night, they have all my property, not in the sleeping quarters, but outside of the sleeping quarters, packed up. So
well, Mr. Wells, they packed it up because you left. You weren't following the house rules, so they didn't know if you were coming back. How would they know? You're not in compliance with the court's orders. You're not in compliance with the rules and regulations at Lake Ridge. So how would they know that whether or not you're coming back? There are a number of people that need assistance. And so they can't just hold a space for you and you're not in compliance with their rules and regulations and you're not in compliance with the court's orders. And so now they hold a space hoping that Mr. Wells comes back. That's not fair to Lake Ridge.
Well, I attempted to call them to let them know that I was late and couldn't make the curfew right, but I did not have their number.
And why couldn't you make the curfew? Where were you at 1:30 in the morning?
I was waiting on the bus. I actually left.
At 1:30 in the morning?
A little earlier than that.
Now, what kind of bus you waiting on? Don't even answer that question. Don't answer it. 1:30 in the morning. First of all, you're out way past curfew. So if you know, and we've been here before about the bus system, if you know there are issues with catching the bus and you know that there's a curfew at Lake Ridge, then Mr. Wells, you need to start catching that bus very early so that you can make sure you get back at the appropriate time. We talked about this last time.
And
We
I
did.
attempted to. I attempted to, but, the day which was Saturday, the buses, they don't run.
Mr. Wells, we talked about this already, and I gave you a remedy for it. There is no reason why you should have been at a bus stop that got you back to Lake Ridge at 1:30 in the morning. You're not working on that Saturday. You're not at work. Listen, the recommendation is that you go to the Wayne County Jail. And Mr. Wells, I'm not sending you to the Wayne County Jail because you appeared to be under the influence because there was no test. So I have no way of knowing whether or not you were under the influence of anything. But the reason I am going to send you is because you are not in compliance with this court's orders. And we have been here more than one time. And more than one time, I've had you sit in the box. I've had you come and sit in the courtroom. I can't keep doing that. I got to send a different kind of message. So today I am sending you to the Wayne County Jail. I'm not going to send you for the 7 days. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to bring you back on Friday, but you are going to go for today, Thursday, and you're going to come back here on Friday. Mr. Wells, while you're at the Wayne County Jail, I want you to spend some time thinking about how did I get here and what can I do differently? Because what you can't do is just choose to not comply with the court's orders. We've done everything to make sure we can get you home. We've made sure the house has gotten clean, that the paraphernalia is gone. The police, we've had them go out to make sure so Mr. Jordan, Mr. Curtis can make sure everything is the way it should be. We're jumping through hoops and we don't mind because that's what we're supposed to do. Some of those hoops we jumping through though is extra and we still don't mind, but you're not doing your part. And that's why I'm going to send you to the Wayne County Jail today. You're not doing your part. And I need you, when you come back on Friday, you're going to start doing your part. Okay? All right. Very good. He can go into custody. He'll return to court on Friday morning at 8:30. Get with Mr. Williams at Lake Ridge because I need to make sure he has a place to go back to so we can get him back on track to go home and to stay home. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you.
Judge, I believe we're ready on AS.
Okay, give me just 1 second.
No, no problem, no problem.
Wait, what is Friday? Friday is the 11th. All right, very good. We're ready on AS.
Ready, Judge.
I'm recalling. Okay, wonderful. I'm recalling the case. I have the following matters. I have case number U620-67221 and case number 212-963-361. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Albert Sala, P83929 on behalf of defendant Adel Ayaz, who is present via Zoom. Adel, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Adel Ayaz. My first name Adel, my last name Ayass.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Mr. Ayaz.
Good morning to you, Miss.
Judge, we
All
have an
right,
opportunity to
counsel.
speak with the prosecutor on this matter. I believe there is an agreement before this court to dismiss the ticket regarding no business license and to enter a plea on the furnishing of alcohol to a minor in exchange for a delayed sentence within 9 months. The charge will essentially get dismissed.
Okay, thank you, counsel. Let me have you, Mr. Ayaz, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed first by establishing that your client understands his constitutional rights and that he's waiving them to take advantage of the people's offer. And then you may proceed with the factual basis.
Mr. Ayas, do you understand that you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to have witnesses called to a trial to testify on your behalf?
Yes.
You understand that the judge, that you can ask the judge to bring witnesses in or subpoena witnesses in through the court's subpoena power for purposes of trial?
Yes.
And do you understand by entering this plea that you'll be waiving all those rights?
Yes.
And did anybody threaten you or force you to take the plea that you're taking today?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry for that. No, the last one, no.
Okay, so let me ask again. Has anybody threatened you or is anybody forcing you to take this plea today?
No.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yeah.
For the factual basis?
Yes, you may proceed.
Sorry, Judge, I don't have the whole file on me, so I'm pull the record. The court will just bear with me 1 second.
Okay.
It's okay, counsel. Mr. Ayers, on August 18th, 2000, do you have it, counsel?
No, thank you. Please proceed.
Oh, okay. August 18th, 2021, were you in the city of Detroit at Lucky 7?
Yes.
And what were you doing? Did you work for Lucky 7? Were you employed by them?
Yes, ma'am. I'm working there.
All right, very good. And on that date, did you sell some Seagram's Escape bottle to an individual and failed to ask for identification?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Ayers, are you answering these questions on your own or is someone else prompting you as to what answer you should be giving?
Yeah, of course. No, I'm by myself. Trust me.
Okay, you're answering these questions on your own, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And no one is prompting you to give a certain response, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Counsel, are you satisfied?
Yes, Judge, I'm satisfied and thank you for the clarification on that.
All right, thank you. I'm accepting the plea of guilty. I will follow the recommendation for 9 months of the delayed sentence, which will take us to the month of November. Counsel, I am ready for sentencing. What would you like me to know about your client?
Judge, this is a hardworking individual. He does have strong ties to the community. He has really no criminal record, or not a substantial criminal record whatsoever. And he does want to return to work. He needs this job to provide for himself and his family. And with that being said, Judge, I would just respectfully request that this court adopt the recommendation provided by the prosecutor's office.
All right, thank you. And counsel, your client was an employee of this store or this place, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. I am going to sentence as follows. I am going to assess costs in the amount of $200. I'm going to assess the fine in the amount of $100. The total owed is $300 to the court. Counsel, I am also requiring your client to do some community service. He's going to do 40 hours of community service through our probation division. And he must have that done before his review date with me. And so, counsel, when can your client get his fines and costs paid?
Ada, is 2 weeks enough to pay your $300 in fines and costs?
Yeah, I'm not even that.
Thank you.
No.
I would respectfully request 2 weeks, Judge.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And so what I'll do is I'll have him to pay by February. I'll put it on the 25th, 2022. and he's got to get it paid before 10:30 a.m. If he gets it paid, he doesn't need to come back to see me on February 25th. If he doesn't, he needs to come back and see me. As to the matter that's going to be dismissed, I'm going to adjourn it for dismissal, and that dismissal date will be on February 25th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as he's paid his fines and costs, the remaining matter will be dismissed. I am going to give your client until November 9th, 2022 to get his community service done with Ms. Brimage, who is going to be assigned to her in probation. And I'm going to review this matter in court on November 9th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m. Counsel, any questions for me?
Just two, Judge. First of all, can we get the number to probation, please?
I'm going to have you call the clerk, and she'll give you that information to connect with Ms. Brimage.
And secondly,
You have
Judge,
the clerk's number?
yes, I have it. It's in the chat
Okay.
function, Judge. And secondly, regarding
Wonderful.
community service, is that to be determined, or is that within a certain scope or realm as designated by the probation office, or can he do it through like his local mosque or something like that?
No, it will be in the city of Detroit, and it will be done through probation, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for clearing that up.
All right, very good. Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing further. Always a pleasure to see you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, likewise. Thank you for your patience this morning, both of you.
But of
Thank
course-
you.
All right, very good. I don't have a file for Mr. Hart. Did Mr. Hart check in?
I did, Judge. We did a
All right.
breakout room with the prosecutor.
All right, are you ready to proceed?
We are.
Wonderful. Is your client with us?
It should be. Bernard Allen. You see him there, Judge?
Let's see, do I see him? Oh, now I do see him. All right, very good. I have the following matter for Mr. Bernard Allen. I have case number U6008061. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Hart appearing on behalf of Mr. Allen. We're appearing via Zoom and we have no objection to that.
Thank you, counsel. Good morning to you. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to have your client place his name on the record.
Bernard, tell the judge your name.
I can't hear him. I think he's talking, but I can't hear what he's saying.
Wait.
Mr. Allen, we still can't hear you.
Bernard, hit unmute if you can see that on your screen.
I don't think he's muted. He isn't.
Bernard Allen Jr., can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Thank you so much.
Not a
All
problem.
right. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Judge, this is our first appearance following an arraignment. I've spoken to the prosecutor. We've made arrangements to get some discovery, so we're asking for another pretrial date.
Okay, was this matter already scheduled? It was scheduled for pretrial. And so you all need some more information?
Correct.
All right, counsel, how long will it take you to gather that information?
That I can't tell you. I'm sending, Mr. Rosenthal, City Attorney Rosenthal told me to send him an email with a discovery demand. He would get it to whoever he needs to get it to, and they would provide it to me, but I don't know what their time frame is. So I would ask for maybe 3-4 weeks, something like that.
All right, counsel, the best I can do is I will bring this back for pretrial on March 2nd, 2022, and I'll bring it back at 9:45 a.m., okay?
Very good.
And let's make sure if Mr. Rosenthal can hear me, he was on, I don't see him, I don't think. Let's make sure we get that information because I'm gonna be ready to go forward with this matter.
Yeah, I'll follow through.
Okay.
I'll follow through as necessary, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience.
Take care, everybody. Stay warm.
All
Thank you, Your
right,
Honor.
thank you. I do thank you, sir. I do see that the Assistant Prosecuting Attorney has joined us on are you joining on Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Are we ready to recall Mr. Mitchell? The case manager? Yeah, he's gonna come back here, dress out. It should say dress out and return to 36 District Court. All right, can someone please reach out to the case manager? I'm going to go forward. I appreciate you all getting on, so I don't want to waste your time. I have case number 210-456-0101 for Otis Mitchell. Let me have the Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, if you could please place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Bryn Bailey on behalf of the people, P84009.
Thank you so much. And then for our specialty court.
Yes, may it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P83363 on behalf of specialty courts.
All right, thank you. APA Bailey, I've had you come on because we have an individual, a Mr. Otis Mitchell, who was accepted into our mental health court. Since that time, Mr. Mitchell has been in a hospital as well as in a nursing home. He already has a guardian, and he is already a part of an adult foster care system. We were hoping to work with Mr. Mitchell. However, we received some information and it has been verified by the case manager through a healthcare provider that he has been diagnosed with dementia. And so he is not a candidate, and he has really declined in his ability to be mobile as well as to speak for himself, or to even make decisions, to make any type of decisions. And so the recommendation from the case manager on this morning, Ms. Taylor, was to dismiss his matter. He is not going out on the streets. He is still going to have a guardian. He is still going to be in adult foster care should he be released from the nursing home facility. And so I did not want to make any decision with respect to the case without having the prosecutor's office weigh in. And so I'll give you that opportunity at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. Given the health conditions and the information that Your Honor has just provided to me, the people would not object to a dismissal of the case. I would agree with the case manager's assessment as well as Your Honor's assessment that we are not at this time concerned about Mr. Mitchell and his interaction with the public.
Yes, thank you so much. Then I am going to, Mr. Barton, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, no, Your Honor, thank you very much, APA Bailey. We would just move for a dismissal at this point. Thank you. I thank everyone in the court for its help. Yeah.
Thank you. The matter is dismissed. Ms. Mack, let's make sure we update our system. Thank you so much, APA Bailey, for showing up. I appreciate you. Have a good
Anytime,
day.
Your Honor. Thanks, you too.
Yes, thank you. All right, we are ready to continue. Who has cases ready? I see a lot of names. I see no faces. Do not give me a case if there is not a face already on here. I need a case with a face.
Everybody come in the camera.
There should be someone in the courtroom, Your Honor. We're ready on Alexander. He's in the courthouse.
Let's go with the gentleman that's in the courthouse because he has been here since early this morning. And actually, Miss, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna bring it back to the earlier.
Okay. So 2:10.
Yes, ma'am. I know, and I initialed it. All right, let's go. I am getting ready to do Robert Alexander. I have the following for Mr. Alexander. As soon as I can find it, give me a second.
Oh, sorry.
No, you gave it to me. I'm just, here we go. I have SP 116-79111 1, Mr. Alexander, please state your name for the record.
Robert DeMarco Alexander.
Thank you. Good morning to you, sir. All right, you've been so patient. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right. Mr. Griffin, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, it's my understanding there is a recommendation. My client wants to avail himself of that recommendation. However, it also involves a matter that's not on your docket, Your Honor, if I could say that case number. The case number is SP 11679031. And it's for
what's the charge?
It's going through a red or amber light, and that ticket has been defaulted, Your Honor. He owes approximately $210 right now.
Okay.
And the full recommendation is that we're asking that this default be set aside and then amended to blockading, and the license ticket would be dismissed. This is the recommendation from the prosecutor.
All right, very good. Set aside default, and you're asking to amend to blockading.
Yes, Your Honor. And a dismissal of the misdemeanor.
All right, Mr. Alexander, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you so much. You may proceed, Mr. Griffin, as to constitutional rights and then factual basis.
Yes, Your Honor. And Mr. Alexander, if you could just speak up a little bit, I can't hear you as well, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Sir, do you understand you have a right to a trial or formal hearing in these matters?
I do.
Okay, do you also understand that by pleading responsible or issuing a guilty plea of any type, you give up your rights that you would have had at a trial?
I do.
Okay, could you just respond and say that you understand or you don't understand?
I understand.
Okay, thank you,
He
sir.
said he understands.
Okay, so, sir, has anybody forced you, threatened you, or promised you anything to plead responsible?
No.
Okay. And sir, you also understand that if you plead responsible, you can't come back later on and say that you want to have a trial in these matters.
I do.
Okay. So, Your Honor, is the court satisfied for the constitutional basis?
I am satisfied. You may proceed to the factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, on the date and time in question, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Is it also true that when you were driving in the city of Detroit, you went through a red or yellow light?
I did.
Okay, which one was it? Red or yellow?
Yellow.
Okay. And are you pleading responsible because you are responsible to going through that yellow light?
Yes, I was responsible.
Okay. Your Honor, is the court satisfied? Oh, I'm sorry. One last question. Sir, did you receive a citation from a Detroit officer for going through the yellow light?
I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied. Is the court satisfied?
I am satisfied. I am accepting your plea of responsible. I am amending the charge to blockading traffic, and I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. When are you able, how quickly will you be able to pay that?
Today.
All right, if you pay it today, I'll adjourn it to pay for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, if you pay it today, come back and show us your receipt, then your other case will be dismissed, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Have a seat, wait for your paperwork. What's today?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, today is Wednesday. I have it. 12:30. I'm breaking for lunch today. I have to take a lunch break today. Everything else will have to come back when I get back. All right. Are we ready? Who are we ready on?
Your Honor, we have Mr. Allah. Excuse me, Mr. Mujahid Allah. I think I'm
Mr.
mispronouncing
Allah,
it.
if I could- yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I'm present.
All right, thank you so much, sir. I have case number U 533-75119. Sir, please state your full name for the record.
My full name is Mujahid Allah. Mujahidallah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you too, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding with this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. There has been an offer made by the people. However, he would not like to avail himself of that offer and possibly set a bench trial, Your Honor. He's been made aware of his rights as far as the bench, excuse me, the bench trial as opposed to a jury trial, and he would like to go ahead and avail himself of the bench trial, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then I am going to continue a not guilty plea for your client. I will set the matter for a bench trial. It will take place on March 2nd, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Anything else for my consideration?
Got it. Mr. Allah, do you have that information?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Make sure you appear then. The officer, excuse me, the prosecutor will speak with the officer by then. Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that's all that we have for that, Judge.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. All right.
Thank you.
Next case.
Yes, we have Mr. Mohammed Saeed and Ms. Harris or Mr. Griffin, if you.
Mr. Mohammed Saeed, his name begins with an S.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Mohammed Saeed Ahmed. Ahmed is the last name. Ahmed. I apologize.
Yes, I have it. He's on the first page. I have case numbers SP 123-64221 and case number SP 123-64201. Mr. Ahmed, please state your full name for the record.
You're muted, sir.
Unmute
Go ahead.
for me.
Unmute yourself.
Mohammed Saeed Ahmed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So,
Counsel,
Your Honor,
how are we proceeding?
yes, I apologize for interrupting. So yes, Your Honor, there was an offer made by the people. He'd like to avail himself of that offer, which was to amend the ticket citation ending in 01 to blockading and dismissing the unregistered vehicle charge, Your Honor.
I have, there's another matter. Let me see what this is.
I think there was a, what you're seeing is a typo, Your Honor, because when I look.
No, there's another one in this. Can you see what this one, this one is? He has another disregarding a traffic control signal ticket.
A separate?
I need to know the status of that. Yes, it's separate.
I
It's not
apologize.
on my docket.
I apologize, Your Honor. We didn't catch that one. So if you,
No,
if
it's
if
okay.
you'd
It's
like,
not
we
on the
can-
docket. Let's see. Let me see what the status is. Yeah.
It's not coming up in the system at all, Judge.
Okay, so they didn't put it in the system. So your client is in good shape.
okay,
All
good.
right.
good.
So
All right, thank you.
thank you so much.
Yes.
All
So
right,
yes,
sir,
Your Honor,
let me
he'd
have
like.
you.
I'm sorry, I'm
Go
done.
ahead.
No, I was done. I apologize.
So your client is going to plead to responsible to the civil infraction. It'll be amended to blockading traffic, and then the remaining matter, there's a recommendation for dismissal. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
I didn't hear your response.
That I do.
Thank you. All right, the cat is freaking me out, so I'm gonna have to turn off the camera. I don't do cats. I don't do cat import. All right, okay, I wanna eat lunch today at 12:30. All right, let's do it, Mr.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Let's
Your
do
Honor.
it.
So, Mr. Ahmed, just to be clear, you have gone over your rights and you understand that by taking the plea, you've given up your right to a jury trial or a bench trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, you'd be giving up your right to have witnesses testify for and against you, correct?
Yes.
And you'd also be giving up your right to an appeal should you decide to do so at a later date, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and then we know that any fees or fines the judge may assess would be due at this time. We could ask the judge for an extended period. However, we know that they are due at this point in time when we take the plea, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'm gonna ask you on the date involving, Your Honor, may I move on to factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm gonna ask you on the date involving ticket number SP 123-64201. Were you in fact in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne, driving a vehicle?
Yes.
And at that time, were you in fact approached by an officer or stopped by an officer?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, did the officer ticket you for, or rather, were you in fact blocking the road, which would be blockading?
Yeah.
Okay. Would that satisfy the court, Your Honor?
I'm satisfied. I am going to accept your plea of responsible. I'm amending the charge to blockading traffic. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. Mr. Ahmed, when can you get that paid?
I can pay it today.
All right, then what I'm going to do is I will adjourn this to pay for February 10th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back and see me. Once it is paid, the other matter will be dismissed, okay?
Okay.
Can't get the dismissal until your fines and costs are paid in full, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your patience today.
Good day, sir.
All right.
Your
Who do we
Honor,
have up
I have
next?
one last person, my good cat friend here, Mr. Ahmed. He's gonna keep that cat out of screen, Your Honor. And we apologize ahead
All
of time.
right.
I didn't even notice.
All right, let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it. All right, this is a recall, actually. I have the following for Mr. Ahmed. I have U 559-522-20 and U 559-523-20. Mr. Ahmed, please state your full name for the record.
Wada Mohsen Ahmed.
All right, thank you and good morning to you again.
Good morning to you.
All right, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. The people have made an offer to Mr. Ahmed, but he would not avail himself of that offer. He'd like to set a trial date, Your Honor, as soon as possible. That would be great.
All right, wonderful. And what type of trial is your client requesting?
And yes, he is aware of the difference between a bench and a jury trial, Your Honor, and he would like to avail himself of a bench trial where Your Honor would be the factor finder.
All right, very good. And so Mr. Ahmed, as I was indicating earlier, your client, this was an arraignment on the bench warrant. He is going to have to post a bond. I'm going to only have him post a bond on the matter ending in 52320. And the bond is going to be set at $50 cash or surety. He needs to get that paid immediately. On the remaining matter, it's going to be a personal bond. I am going to set this matter for a bench trial. And I'll set it for bench trial on March 2nd, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor, just for the record, again, for the arraignment, my client will stand move waive any formal reading of the charges and ask you enter a not guilty plea. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who do we have up next?
Attorney Griffin or Ms. Harris, but just for the record, Your Honor, I was speaking to Mr. Austin and I'm waiting on a reply from the APA Rosenthal, who may or may not be in trial in another courtroom right now. So worst case, we may have to set a date for Mr. Austin.
I'm sorry, which Austin? Not is it Reginald Austin?
Yeah, have you spoken with, has he responded to you? I apologize if I'm interrupting then.
No, I thought that was an adjourned to pay matter.
Perhaps, then that would be on me.
All
And that's
right,
what
it
we
is.
bring.
And if
Thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Austin-
No, I think that's why he's here, Judge.
All right,
That's why
I
she's
can
here.
call,
Thank
did
you.
someone speak to Mr. Austin? Let me call his case. All right, I have the following, SP 121-961-11, and I also have case number SP 121-96332 for Mr. Austin. Mr. Austin, state your full name, please.
Reginald Austin Jr.
All right, Mr. Austin, counsel, what happened with Mr. Austin? He's back.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Austin. Your Honor, we did discuss, he does know that he has a balance that is due. He is a truck driver. And Your Honor, he had been, I guess, obviously employed and not at home. So he wasn't able to get his finances in order, but he is prepared to make payment. And I believe he's prepared to make payment today, so long as he can get confirmation of the full amount that is due.
All right. So, Mr. Austin, are you able to pay on today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so what I'm going to do is I will adjourn this matter one more time, both matters. I'll adjourn it to Friday, February 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. If you don't get it paid, I mean, you can come back, but I don't know what you're going to be able to tell me. I don't know. Mr. Austin, it's getting to be the end of the morning. I don't know what you're going to be able to tell me, but if you tell me something, you come back here on Friday, you better make it real good. All right, I'm adjourning this to pay. And it will be February 11th at 10:30. Thank you for showing up, not just having everything go back to normal or to the way it was before I accepted your plea. So thank you for doing that, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
But get it paid today so there's no issue with our system for Friday. And then you don't have to come back on Friday, okay? If you
Okay,
get
that
it
won't be a
paid.
problem.
If you don't, you have to come back.
Okay, that won't be a problem.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right. I see that there is a Mr. Francisco Javier Reyes. Are we ready on his case? And what's the last name with the A? I've got to look for that.
Yeah, it's
Because it's not an A.
yes, it's Ariando.
What is it?
Adano.
Oh, that's the person who was smoking in my courtroom a couple of times. All right, I'm gonna call your case. Counsel, after I call your case, though, I do want to speak to you off the record though, okay? And not related to your case. All right? All right, let me call it. I have, give me 1 second to locate it. All right, I have the following. I have case number U601-87921. Counsel, your appearance.
May it please the court, Michael 279 on behalf of Francisco Avendano. Judge.
Thank you, counsel. You're fading in and out, so I'm going to have you do your appearance again because I didn't get your name. My apologies.
For the record, Michael Dennis, P35279 on behalf of Mr. Avendano.
All right. Thank you, counsel, and good morning to you.
Judge, Mr. Avendano speaks Spanish. His daughter is present with him to translate if the court will permit.
I can't permit that, counsel. We're required to have an interpreter. When you checked in with the clerk, did you let her know you needed a Spanish-speaking interpreter? Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, Judge, I did not.
Okay, we can check to see if we can get one very quickly before 12:30. And if we can, we'll go forward with the case. If not, I'll have to reschedule you.
Judge, it's scheduled for an arraignment today. I did speak to the
I
city.
still have to have an interpreter though, counsel. Your client does not speak or understand the English language. I'm not able to do an arraignment without an interpreter. Okay,
And Judge,
so give us a moment. Miss Mack is on the phone right now, seeing if we have one in the building that can zoom in. All right, pass me my keys, which I did. Is there anyone else that I'm missing? There is a Thomas Anderson whose name is in the courtroom. If you are in my courtroom, please turn on your camera so we can get you processed and make sure you're in the right place.
And he is ready whenever you are ready, Your Honor. We do apologize.
All right, thank you. For Mr. Avendano Reyes, there's no interpreter that's available because it's the end of the morning. And so, counsel, I'll have to bring your matter back. I can bring it back on tomorrow or Friday. What day would you like to come back?
Friday, if we could, Judge.
All right, I'll adjourn the arraignment to February 11th, 2022, and I'll put it on for 9:30. And we will also request a Spanish interpreter. All right, thank you, counsel. Counsel, you should call the courtroom, please, at 313-965-2280.
Now, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Anderson, as soon I need to take this call.
Oh, when the attorney calls?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There you go, ma'am. You want me to answer it or you gonna?
I haven't. Mute me, please.
You.
That's it. I'm sign off. All right, I made it. All right, here we go. Let's go to Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson said, why y'all gonna do my case after the court?
Your Honor, I was just gonna ask if we could have a brief recess before we handle Mr. Anderson's case to make sure. I'm just playing.
You're in good shape, Mr. Anderson. You in good shape. Don't let him scare you.
I know
Don't
you
let
are
him
a
scare
professional. You are a professional, so I'm not even
Come
worried.
on.
Matter of fact, you handled it so professionally that I'm learning, I'm growing.
Yes.
Just being
yes.
here.
Let's do it.
Just being here.
Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Mr. Anderson, I have case number SP 106-90031. Please unmute and state your name for me.
Good morning. My name is Thomas Anderson.
All right, Mr. Anderson. Good morning. Thank you for your patience. All right, counsel,
Yes,
what are we doing with
Yes,
Mr. Anderson?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to say first, that is his normal speaking voice. It is a pleasure. And also, they have made an offer by the people, and he'd like to avail himself of that, which would be to amend his charge to failure to display. I've made him aware of his rights as far as when he takes a plea, if he'd be giving up his right to a trial of any kind, witnesses testified for and against him, and also his giving up his right to an appeal. And you understand that is correct, Mr. Anderson, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, very
Ma'am.
good, Mr. Anderson. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Barton, you may proceed constitutional and then factual basis.
Thank you. So one more time, Mr. Anderson, you understand clearly that by taking this plea, you again give up your right to a jury trial and to have witnesses testify for and against you, correct?
Yes, sir.
You also understand you give up your right to have an appeal should you decide to do so at a later date, correct?
Yes.
And you understand that any fees or fines would be due at the time of assessment, which would be today when you took that plea, even if we wanted to ask the judge for any type of leniency, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, if I may move to the factual basis, Your Honor, you can just nod for me.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
may.
And I saw you. I didn't know you were right in the middle of the So, sir, I'm going to ask you on the date involving ticket number SP 10690031. Were you in fact in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes.
And were you driving a vehicle and eventually stopped by an officer?
Yes.
And at that time, did you fail to display your license to that officer?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Your Honor, would that satisfy the court?
Yes, the court is satisfied. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I am amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, and I'm ready for sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you can see from Mr. Anderson's extremely calm demeanor, he was actually helping the breakout room in that sense. Very calm guy. He's actually working on a few things. I don't want to get too personal into this thing because we're live, Your Honor, but if there's any leniency we can have with Mr. Anderson's fees or fines, we would greatly appreciate that.
All right, Mr. Anderson, I appreciate your patience this morning. And so I am going to assess, this was an arraignment on the bench warrant, which means that your client didn't show up a few times. So I'm going to assess the cost at $200. However, I'll do the fine at $25. The total owed will be $225. When can you get it paid, Mr. Anderson?
I can get it in about a week or two when I get paid.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do, counsel. I'll adjourn this to pay until March 2nd, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Get it paid by then, Mr. Anderson, and you don't have to come back. If for some reason you don't get it paid, you do have to show up, okay, in Zoom.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, everybody. Are we ready to call the remainder of the docket? Let's do it. I'm in good shape.
Yep.
Let's do it. I'm starting on page 1. I have 4. First of all, let me establish my show cause date. What would that be? Okay, did you just say? Let's do the 28th. No. I need a Wednesday. It's going to be March 2nd. At 10:30 for show cause, March 2nd.
At 10:30?
No, 9:30, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, got it.
There we go. All right, very good. So I have the following for Ahmad Abdusalam, SP 1221489, counts 1 and 2, show cause for. I also have for Ahmad Abdusalam, SP 1221470, counts 1, 2, and 3, and all of those will be default judgments. For Dominique Adams, SP 1198526, counts 1 and 2, show cause. For Nathaniel Adams, case number SP 1200833, counts 1 and 2, show cause. For Shahan Ahmed, SP 1216032, counts 1. Count 1 will be a show cause. Count 2 will be a default judgment. For Reginald Atkins, SP 121-02641, and case number U599-18021, show cause. For Deontay Alexander, case number SP 119-6029, counts 1 and 2 and 3, show cause. For Demario Alexander, SP 122-0943, counts 1 and 2, show cause. Also count 3 would be a show cause for Demario Alexander. For Roy Alexander, SP 121-5697, counts 1, 2, and 3, show cause. For Shahi Alexander, SP 121-9184, counts 1 and 2, would be a show cause. And then for Shahi Alexander, SP 121-91851, that would be a default judgment. For Brittany Allen, U 620-06321, show cause. For Lance Allen, case number SP 118-3828, counts 1 and 2 will be default judgments, and then count 3 will be a show cause. For Evili Alonso Hernandez, Z8083851, that will be a show cause. For Kazaraza Archer, SP 122-16321, show cause. For Richard Austin, SP 119-8556, counts 1, 2, and 3, all will be show cause. For Leo Ayers Jr., SP 122-0306, count 1 will be a show cause. Counts 2 and 3 are default judgments. I'm on the 9 o'clock. I have for Ahmad Atala, case number SP 107-89901, and case number 194916321. Both of these matters were scheduled for pretrial. Defendant failed to appear. Capias will issue, and the bond will be set at $50 cash or surety as to each matter. Or I did David Amos, right?
David
Adams, I'm sorry, Adams. Did I?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I did not. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Oh, you know what? It's up here in this stack. All right, very good. 1 second. All right. I'm ready. I believe I'm going to call all of the matters that are going to be capious at this time. Bond will be set at a personal bond unless stated otherwise by the court. I have for David Adams, that is case number SP 116-41951. Case at counts 1, 2, and 3. I have for Brandon Addison, case numbers SP 116-7420, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ramona Aldridge, SP 115-47311, as well as count 2, both are capious. For Angela Alexander, SP 115-5518, counts 1, 2, and 3, capious. For Antonio Alicia, SP 109-94601. For count 1, it will be a capious with a personal bond. For count 3, capious for narcotic drug violation. That bond will be set at $50 cash or surety. For Takia Allen, case number SP 115777 for counts 1 and 2. For count 1, it will be a personal bond. For count 2, minor in possession of alcohol. I'm going to do the capias with the bond in the amount of $25 cash or surety. For Nasser Al-Masmari, case number SP 11632651, capias. For James Amos, case numbers SP 1153438, counts 1, 2, and 3. They will all be capias. For Dominique Ayers, case number 16223-182, counts 1 and 2, as well as case number 162306661, all capias. I'm now on the 1030 docket for adjourns to pay. I have for Bernard Allison, SP 121-15362. Did Mr. Allison pay?
Yes.
All right, very good. We will close that case. And then for Ajon Anderson, SP 115-21801. Did Mr. Anderson pay?
No, ma'am.
All right, and what is the amount owed? $190. So I'm going to set the bond at $190 cash or surety. And he was supposed to appear today and did not appear. For Brian Ortega, SP 1, and reinstate the original charge if in fact it was amended. For Brian Ortega, case number SP 116-35141. Did Mr. Ortega pay?
No, ma'am.
What is the outstanding amount owed?
$190.
All right, that will also be a capias for $190 cash or surety, and we will reinstate the original charge. And then for Tracy Atkins, SP 116-33931.
Yes.
All right, we will close that case. And that is the entire docket. Did I miss anything?
Not to my
No, Your
knowledge.
All
Honor.
right.
No.
That's pretty good.
Nope. All right, wonderful. Thank you all. You were great. I'm still on time. I'll make it to my meeting. I appreciate you all.
All right.
Have a great day.
We don't have an afternoon docket.
No, not today for some reason.
Okay, just
We
making
don't,
sure.
but not like we just begging for one.
No, be sure.
Good.
All
All right,
right.
guys, have a great day. All
Have a
right.
great day, everyone. Stay safe.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Harris. All right. I'm gonna try to do these KPSs. Can you get Mr. Ahmad Atala, the pre-trial?
I have it. I'm gonna stamp it. I'm gonna take care of Mr. Alexander because he paid the,
Wonderful. Then you can take him off my docket for tomorrow. Oh, I guess I should end this.